Join me and together we can end this destructive conflict and rule the galaxy as fanboy and son.
No, I'll never.
Join me and together we can end this destructive conflict and rule the galaxy.
Oh my god, is that a hype train?
No, I'll never.
Hey, I got an alert about something today. Let's make sloppy steaks.
I hope you learn from this cool experience.
Oh my god, there's still a minute and a half left of the ad break. We have started a sub promotion because I apparently have the ability to do that now, right now. So if you want to sub to the stream, I'll give you the opportunity for the next 2 hours to do it at a discount for gift sub. I don't know how this works. But I give you a discount. You don't have to take it. The only way to dodge that ad break is $5 a month. Well, that or Twitch Turbo, I guess. That or Dan Clancy finally letting me pay him to take the... I don't know. Yeah, right now it's $5 a month. But that's okay. We're waiting. We're waiting 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Then we'll get to the live. Then we'll get live. Sorry, this is the MAGfest playlist here from Spotify. Might be a little loud now that I'm talking. We'll just put that on the background. The MAGfest playlist. How's my, oh my god. That was probably like hell of a loud. How's my audio on my end? I'm a little far from the mic today because I got the... Which... Hello, welcome to the stream. I was watching a stream, went into a raid. MAGfest never ends. Did not. I was gonna get a free sub here at the gift box and use my Prime sub. No confirmation. It just used it. What? They used your Primes? You know what? I often use my Prime sub to whenever AGDQ rolls around, and I just drop my Prime sub there because I'm not subbed to them like any other time of the year. But I do have to go in and like audit all the subs I have because my problem is that I will sub to people all the time. And then I'll look at my bank account and then I'll make the sad face because I just realized that I subbed to like 8 new people and I probably shouldn't be doing that forever and ever. But I love to support my streamer friends, but there's no pressure. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Oh, and Ariat took advantage of that discount, so thank you for giving that gift sub to Laquanita. Welcome. Welcome, guys. You probably can tell my voice doesn't sound great. I feel like I'm a little weary. Shocking. Shock and awe. I'm a little fucking tired because I just got back from the Allowed Con. I don't think it's con crud though. I think I'm not con crud. Mm-hmm. You need the sassy Gemini man so that you can post it everywhere. So you have access to the sassy Gemini man. So funny story that Gemini man, he's actually a redraw of the Percy from Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom, so it's a double joke. You can post sassy Gemini man, but he's a Princess Tomato style drawn Gemini man, and you also have cool guy as well. His Brewster's zombie guy that we just loved. So, in 2 weeks, I think I'm doing Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom. So you're gonna see my boy Percy and all his we're doing that a week from Thursday. He's a persimmon. Yeah. I don't know, my YouTube just deconnected. Am I live on YouTube? YouTube just said it disconnected me. What's wrong with you, YouTube? I'm live on YouTube. Maybe it's just being a little bitch. We're live? We're live? Okay, weird. It just told me it disconnected. That was on my end. No, it's being a little bit bad. Okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do to solve this problem? Is close a couple browser windows. And maybe it'll be a little easier. Seen a little bit of Princess Tomato, but your main thing you know about is from Barbara. Yeah, we're gonna do it next week, Thursday. Friend of mine, Kuma Khan. Hi, Karn. How you doing? Kuma got suspended from Twitch accidentally. Got one of those 24-hour suspensions, but no. So we're gonna be streaming Princess Tomato on Thursday, because I'm very familiar with the game, and he is not. So we're gonna do I'll do a little collab where I walk somebody through one of my favorite dumb adventure games. I missed where to start. So as you guys know, if you don't know, hello. I didn't do my usual intro. Good evening. I'm Countess Lita, your VTuber vampire from the ancient internet. Mostly random PC's 9.8 Princess Tomato faces. PC 9.8 is the original Princess Tomato. Beautiful. Giving you... I could do the same for Billy Hatch. Yeah. There's a couple games that I know very, very, very well, and one of them is Princess Tomato just because I was stupid and really liked it as a kid, so it's a game that I kind of played. I replayed it not too long ago, I think last year at some point. I even have an overlay for it. And I like Mega Man X, actually. It's kind of the one Mega Man game that I repeat. Now, of course, I'm a big fan of 2 and 3 as well, but I come back to X a lot. In fact, I was speedrunning it for a little while. And then I kind of fell out of doing that because I polled the community this year. Well, what do we want to focus on with streams this year? Am I going to go back to my speedrunning journey in the early part of 2026? Or am I going to do more music on stream, or am I gonna do an art journey? And y'all polled art. So after I'm done talking about MAGfest, we'll doodle a little bit. I got my tablet hooked up. In fact, the reason I was a couple of minutes late is because I got my tablet hooked up. Yeah, we're gonna try drawing this year. So this year we're gonna go on a little art journey. Now, if you're on my Discord, you might notice that I posted like a whole month of planned streams because I'm very ambitious and had lots of ideas. I took my time off for Christmas and did very few streams, but then I kind of got motivated to do a lot of things. So I'm really excited to just God, do like a bunch of different things. I got plans, I got collabs. I reached out to Scrub for a collab today because I would like to do some reading, and I feel like it's more fun to do some reading with a friend. So we're gonna look at some bad books, bits and pieces of bad books. I don't know. I'm gonna have to curate what parts of what books we read. Billy oh yeah. So that I was talking for your art journey. Yeah, well, I will tell you guys the plan of the art journey when I get there. But I think what I'm gonna first do is go ahead and talk about read for Scrub. Yeah, Scrub doesn't know how to read. See, the thing is that Scrub doesn't know how to read. So what we're gonna do is teach Scrub to read by reading The Age of Scorpius. I think The Age of Scorpius is truly a book of its time, and truly a book of all time, really. And if you don't know what that is, but wait, just wait. The last time I did a dramatic reading on this channel, I think, was that SCP that I did a dramatic reading of, and that was pretty good, right? We all enjoyed the SCP dramatic reading. Sometimes I think some of you would like to unread that SCP. There was a journey. Yeah, that was some good fucking times. I'm just saying, I love to read. I feel reading is fundamental. Shall we get into the content here today? How's everybody else's weekend? Was SCO the YUD thing? Yeah, that was the YUD thing. That was the YUD. Yeah, it's SCP-8008. Is it SCP-80085? SCP-8008? One of the two. SCP-80085. With the cat girls? I say boobs and Alice appears. I say cat girls and Alice appears. Alice, thank you for the sub! Maybe I'm stupid and forget things. Hey Alice, welcome. How was you guys this weekend? Did you guys have fun this weekend? Did anybody do anything fun? I know where Loco was. Wow, we met at MAGfest. It was fantastic meeting you. Just got back from Mag and everything I wanted to do ended up with me crashing out on my bed. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I actually crashed out immediately when I got home as well, but we'll get there. Let me go ahead and drop in my viewport here. So the first day, we arrived on Wednesday because I had I'm too far over. Why am I so far over? Move my little... We arrived on Wednesday because we had the room on Wednesday. So we figured, let's go ahead and show up early and let's have a good time. So this is what it looked like coming in when nobody was there yet on Wednesday night. And they had this logo that this logo was immediately like a weird feeling because I'm so used to seeing this Mega Man X logo in other contexts that it was like, that's the MAGfest logo this year? That's crazy. I went to MAGfest and stalked me. Not only were you where, I thought you played Grim Dawn or some other video game. Oh, you were secretly. But you're going to be at Offkai. So I am going to get stalked by you eventually, which is exciting. I'm excited to go to Offkai. Offkai's the next... Well, no, I've actually got 2 more cons being planned. I'm going MomoCon in May and Offkai is in July. So that's the 2 big cons I'm doing this year. I'm hoping to make cosplays for both of them. I did not really do like a major cosplay at this con. I just wore my Dante coat that I own. That's my regular coat. But I didn't pack any other major. I had a kimono that I wore that it's like a Princess Peach. It's like a fire flowers. It's really cute. I did not wear it. I just didn't feel like it. I didn't do it. I just wore jeans the rest of the weekend. I want to be at MAGfest, so was it far away? Yeah, it sucks for people that it's not. So MAGfest, if you're not familiar, National Harbor, Maryland. It's near Washington, D.C. It's on a little island, and it's in the Gaylord Hotel and Resort, which is, they just called that. It's called the Gaylord. Don't be worried about it. On National Harbor. And it's a really, really nice venue. And it's expensive if you're coming from the West Coast or internationally. I thought the hotel was quite affordable this year compared to some other places. That food can get a little expensive, and of course, if you're drinking, it can get a little expensive. But yeah, it was Ferret was there, Electronic Ferret. Ferret was my co-panelist. Ferret. And then let me rope Joe in for the last second. I'm like, Joe, get up here. Joe, you play with us. Get in here. The flight cost more than the hotel. The hotel was cheap, honestly. We split the room. Ferret and I split the room, but the hotel was cheap, which was nice. I mean, I'm used to spending more. Oh yeah, but for some reason the Twitch mod doesn't like Gaylord. Yeah, weird. The Gaylord is a huge conference to the LA convention. Yeah, LA mod. Yeah, Auto mod. Listen, Auto mod. It's okay. It's a place. It's a location. Yeah. So MAGfest 20x6. There was an Mega Man X6 panel. Gaylord. Stop on. Autobot is being weird about it. There's a Mega Man X6 panel, which we went to actually because a lot of us have actually fond memories of Mega Man X6, as weird as that is, because Mega Man X6 is I don't know, it was what, 2003 or 2002 or something like that. I mean, nostalgia. So this was the primary the logo for MAGfest, and then this is a jam space. I didn't get. There is a video of me at the jam space. Thank you. There is a video of me at the jam space. I don't have it in this slide deck, but I did do a jam space here. But I did take a picture earlier of the jam pod because they have these jam pods where basically you can play music, right? So you can sidle in and play whatever music you want. Jam pods are non-profit, no collecting, selling merch. You can give things away and share your social media. Staff may end a jam for any reason. Yeah, that was basically it. And then this was a sign at the door when they went in. So welcome to MAGfest. This is the website, MAGfest. And they left a little warm-ups in there for you. Just, a little quality graphic design is my passion. I thought this was perfect. This really set the mood, I think. Yeah. This looks a lot like the chalkboard font that I use. It's different because it doesn't have the backwards. I hate the backwards letters, but yeah. Oh, MAGfest. This is the front. Warm-up was a nice touch. Yeah, that is. You know what? No Gen AI. Now, when we got up on Thursday morning, this was what it looked like in the convention center. So if you want to know like what this event is like, this is the hotel, right? So you've got this atrium set up where you've got everybody around the atrium here. And then you've got like basically 3 levels. So this is like the ballroom level here with the infamous gazebo. And then down here is the piano bar. They had some jazz bands and stuff set up there all weekend. I don't want to say piano bar necessarily because the piano is actually over here. But sometimes they will piano out. But they had jazz bands and stuff set up in here all weekend. And then if you go further down, which I'll show an image of later, there's the garden area where the cosplayers tend to take their big photo shoots. It's really like a big batch of cosplayers just kind of linger up here in this space for like most of the con, right? Just like this is kind of just a chill hangout, take fancy photos, meet and greet, that kind of thing space. So this is always very packed and loud. And then this is like panels 1 here. So this is where like the first panels are going to be. Thursday morning, I was shocked at how packed it was already. Because it sold out faster this year than it sold out any other year. And this is crazy. It was actually much crazier, like on Saturday. But yeah, compared to their photo shoot on, exactly. Like, because it's not as organized, so people just do whatever. Now, there are people who set up, like, right in front of these doors to take cosplay photos, and I think they're professionals, and they'll set up over in the corner. And, like, any given time at MAG, you're going to see, like, professional cosplay shoots happening all through here because they like the background and the atmosphere, and also, like, everybody brings their cosplay. Not everyone necessarily brings their A-game cosplay, but there are people that do because they're, like, getting ready for KatsuCon, so they, like, take their KatsuCon cosplay to MAGfest. I do think this is one of the better cosplay cons, not just because, and I'm going to show some cosplay photos, just because I've got some photos of cosplayers, but like not just because the quality is good, because sometimes there's people just doing like basic cosplays that are homebrew, but like you see the weirdest cosplays, you see like crazy concepts, you see memes, you see groups of people that are coordinated and that have like a big bunch that all decided to do the same thing. I saw a group of people that were like just Hades shades walking around. I saw a Tetris box, Gutsman's ass. I did get a good photo of Gutsman's ass. It was very important. And what else did I see? Oh, the Fall Guys. I got a good photo of them too. I actually got a video of the Fall Guys. There was like a whole Fall Guys group. The Tetris parade, yes, that was really, and the Tetris they left their blocks at the Danny DeVito shrine. I forgot to leave shit for Danny DeVito this year. I forgot to leave cookies and milk after him. The Crossfire guys, we saw them on Saturday night, and all they were Crossfire, as in the board game, and they walked around with a boombox that was like, Crossfire, you get caught up in the, and everybody had to sing along. Crossfire! We were going nuts. I didn't get a video of it, but they were walking around like blasting the Crossfire commercial theme song, and everybody was singing it as they walked by. This con is so fucking funny. I'm like, this is like the best party that you can go to. Obviously, you gotta yell it. Yeah, you gotta yell. Crossfire! You get caught up in the crossfire. That's what it looks like. The elevators go all the way up to the room. We were on the 9th floor this year. There have been years, actually 2 years in a row. Not this, last year I didn't go because the timing was bad. 2 years ago, I did have one of these atrium rooms, like up here. I was like, up here? Oh, it's so cool. It's loud. But you could hear all the bands playing from your room. So you can just sit up in your room and get drunk and listen to all the music that's happening either here or in here, or down below, because when the orchestra plays, you can hear them from all the way up here. So that was fun. This year we were a little further back, so it was quieter. The hallway was weird because we were on this side, went up to the 9th floor, and then there was this long hallway that had this weird hot spot in it that it was like super warm, and then we walked back to the room. I was like, every time I go through this area, I feel like I need like thermal underwear to get past this one spot. I need the Varia suit to get back to our room. Oh, that's another sign they have. MAGfest does a lot of like fun, like character stuff. So they have like mascots for the con. So they just invented like a Mega Man X, like OC to be MAGfest's Mega Man character this year. Yeah. So they have Big Mo. They have Sawtooth, which I guess is a cat, is a furry. I think you have to have at least one furry, you know? They have a furry. They're just M3 characters. They are. They're totally M3 characters. And then Big Ma. Big Ma is Sigma. I love Big Ma. He's colossal, and it says at the bottom, he's colossal and corrupted. He's huge. He's a big guy. That's why he's called Big Ma. Big Ma balls. We definitely did Big Ma already, right? We haven't done Big Ma. Should we do Big Ma? Should we have a do next plot? Big Ma. The MAGfest crossover. Alpha Pulse was making his quote. I feel like there's lore for these characters, and I didn't get all of it because I basically just like saw the signage, but I feel like there actually is lore. Making his quote, the Colossus roar. The Colossus roar. So on Thursday, we wanted to watch Mega Man X1 played with lemons, but the room for Mega Man X1 played with lemons was already full. So I guess just find the VOD of this because we did not see it in person. But we were outside. There was like a line all the way around because it was like the first thing that happened at the con other than like the opening ceremony. It was absolute shit show. So they have MAGfest, which is like a speedrunner charity thing, which is weird because this year it overlapped AGDQ. Yeah, Ferret did get in at one point. Oh, you were actually there in person? I missed it because we were running late, and so Ferret got in before. And I guess that the Lemons controller was extremely difficult to use because we watched them for a little while, like from this view, and that shit did not work, bro. They made a controller out of lemons, and the lemons were the buttons, so you had to like put your hand on it to like, yeah, it's lemons. Yeah, no shit, it's lemons. I don't think they even beat Chill Penguin, but they did beat the intro stage, so that's something, right? Like, the fact that they got this far even is kind of impressive, right? Right? It wasn't really a speed run, though. Because when we got to the Mega Man X6 panel and sat down, and Ferret sat down next to us, I was like, oh yeah, they just got to the boss in Chill Penguin. And I'm like, it's been an hour. You could beat the whole game in an hour if you're good. They were stuck on Chill Penguin's lemons and donation incentive got rid of their usable lemons. Wait, what was the donation incentive thing about? Did they actually have to get rid of lemons as they got donation incentives? But they had less lemons to work with? Oh, okay, I see. So they couldn't even dash? That only, oh, I see. That wasn't good. That wasn't planned well. That wasn't planned well. But hey, you know what? It's for charity. They raised $700 for charity before they even started the day, so that makes the game unplayable. It does. It does make the game unplayable. When you don't have all of your buttons, you can't play the game. You can't play the video game anymore. That's wild. Well, that was the first thing that happened. They only get lemons back if they finish the lemonade that was made with the... Wait, oh, okay. They could only get lemons back if they finished the lemonade that was made with the lemons that they got. Oh, okay. Ah, so they had to basically drink lemon juice and play Mega Man with lemons. All because when he shoots the gun, it's a little yellow plasma shot, and everybody calls those lemons. Everybody says he's shooting lemons. So they had to make a controller out of lemons. Yeah, this was a disaster, but you know, I didn't get a chance to see it in person. We went onto the X3 panel. Here's some cosplayers I saw just outside of the panel. So of course I took their photo because amazing. A lot of really good Mega Man cosplays. I did get some shots of the overall Mega Man shoot that happened later in that weekend, but they aren't great shots because I was kind of in the back. But I was thinking they were so good. Yes. The Snake Man is great. I really love the helmet. How much work went into making that snake helmet? Quickman is also great. Like, I mean, this is just awesome, right? Little stuffy. The crying toad, yeah. It's so cute, man. There was a lot of Mega Man cosplays. Someday I want to do one, but I don't know. I saw Sickos. I took a photo of Sickos. Because there was 3 Sickos, right in a row. This guy doesn't have a window. The Garbage Day server was criticizing. This Sicko doesn't have a window. You need to have a window. You have to carry your window. I think we're all familiar with Sickos, right? Sickos. There was multiple people dressed as memes this event, including multiple Sickos. Like I'm trying to have my drawing tablet on my lap, but it's like, I'm not used to that. But yeah, sometimes cosplays are just memes. There's Fred Flintstone in the background as well. I don't know why. I don't know if Fred Flintstone is there. This was down in the atrium. So, like, as I mentioned, this is the bottom floor. But when you're down on the bottom floor, this is kind of what it looks like. Yeah. And then as I made Mint. Oh, that's a fuzzy picture. I got a couple pictures of her. But I met the first maid Mint that I met. There was like at least 3 Mints. Because I saw a couple in her regular outfit. And she's in her Boo outfit, which is really cute. And, you know, Maid Mint is my cameo. She's my favorite VTuber. So, I'm from someone that says Adidas. Yeah, he's got his sneaks. Yeah, that's true. I don't think you should walk around barefoot at this con. Might be a little bit bad. Bisho, hi! And then I also saw Nimmy Nightmare! I did not get a chance to go to the VTubers photo shoot. But super, super cute. I see Nimmy. I'm costing cosplayers in the corner. Yes, I know, so cute. So this is on the panels floor. So this was, I think, on my way to the Mega Man X6 panel. And he basically just did a whole panel about, like, why Mega Man X6 isn't as bad as you think it is. But, you know, I'm okay. I'm okay with Mega Man X6 existing. That's fine with me. I have too many. I was trying to think, do I have too many? Hang on. Oh, it's just me talking out loud. I just realized I have an extra browser window open that I don't need. No, I don't have an extra browser window open. I don't, actually. Let me just close that. Okay, I fixed it, sorry. I really liked the little Maverick designs in 6. Levels of music was questionable. Some of the music is good, though. I think somebody made a remark during the panel that was like, you know what? Any given Mega Man game is like a game, but also a soundtrack, right? So if there's like a couple bops in there, then you have to acknowledge and respect it. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's true. There's some bops. There's some bops in 6. Infinity Minjin is a good track. Look, 6 of our beats are rushed. No, I agree for sure. It's rushed, and like it came after X5 was supposed to be the last one, so they kind of had to just keep writing story, even though they weren't gonna keep writing story. Someday I'll revisit all those later X games. The only ones I've really played on stream are 1 and 2, X1 and X2. I'm bad at X2 these days. I forget how to play it, so it'll be a whole journey to relearn how to play that game if I decide to do it. Some Nier stuff that I caught. He was setting up some little props. Some people just bring the coolest little props, and if you're a fan of Nier Automata, you'll recognize these guys. This little robot here, and then these guys can help you out in Final Fantasy XIV as well, if you didn't play Nier. The little pods. The little pods! Honestly, there was tons of cosplayers that I did not get photos of, just because I wasn't that, like, proactive about stopping people and getting photos. Yes, potential game. So we went to the dealer room, and I only made one trip into the dealer room this year. And I don't take a lot of pictures of the... Was it warm? It was warm. It was like 50 degrees, which I've gone to MAGfest, and it's on the water too. I've gone to MAGfest where it's been... I'm gonna explain this one in a second. Where it's been like really cold. Like 3 degrees. Or 12 degrees, right? Like, I've gone to MAGfest where it's been super cold, or where it's been blizzardy. We're driving down, because I bring a lot of stuff with me. But this year, it wasn't perfect, because it did rain, but it was warm. It was like 50 easily most days, and didn't really need like a thick jacket to go outside. So that was nice. Ferret flew all the way back to Alaska, where it's like 10 degrees below. So... It's a big jump. That's a big jump. Went to the Mega Man X6 panel. That was fun. Most of the MAGfest panels do get posted up on their YouTube channel eventually, so they will probably be up at some point. I don't know exactly what order they get posted up in. I expect it to be snowing, so we got rain. Yeah, it was pretty nice. And then went to the dealer room to shop. I only went to the dealer room once, and I only bought like one thing, because I was originally gonna... Here's the thing about MAGfest, and it's kind of crazy how much time flies when you're at MAGfest, but there is so much going on at this con that you cannot see everything that you want to see, and you have to make tough choices about what you end up seeing and not seeing, which is, I mean, I knew Phoebe was there, and I didn't end up going out to see her, because, like, I was worried about not being able to get back into the better concert hall, so, like, that's the kind of thing that's like, it's like, oh my god, it's so hard to figure out, like, what do you want to do, what do you not, what do you have to give up? So I went to the dealer room on Thursday and like never really made it back to the shopping area, you know, even though. So the dealership at MAGfest is a little bit strange because it's the same, it's kind of a combo artist alley. Like a lot of the stuff in there is just artists and artisans. And then they also have like regular merch and video games and, you know, like regular merch game vendors. But different from like a PAX, there's no corporate expo type hall. Like it's pretty much just the artist alley vendors that are vendors at this thing, which is like, if you go to a con like PAX or TwitchCon, like if you look at my video about TwitchCon, you can see like really big companies are there with like giant booths that have like professional cosplayers and shit. MAGfest is very small compared to that, and the game booths that you have are only indies, which is nice, which is cool, but it is a very different vibe from like a more corporate sponsored kind of con. My photo album again to see if I missed any photos while I'm browsing through here. I don't think I took any photos of like the main vendor hall, but I saw this tarp hung over a booth and this cracked me up, so I took a picture of it. It says, I'm gonna find this period cramps guy and teach him a lesson. All the girlies out there who just want to be rescued. Gonna find that period cramps guy. He's gonna kill him in 3 million cycles. I don't know who posted this, but it cracked me up, bro. So I took a picture of this. And I bought, there was one booth that had like a lot of Devil May Cry stuff, so I bought like a little Dante wallet and bag. But I didn't spend my entire wallet, even though I was tempted to. I wanted to buy a lot of things. But some of the vendors were stuff for people I'd seen there before, so I was like, I've already know what they sell, but then there was posters and prints and knickknacks. Yes, I'm proud. You're proud of me? I bought a little bag, and it wasn't that expensive, and I bought a little wallet, but the wallet was actually important because, like, I've been carrying around my full-ass wallet, like, for months now, and it's kind of big and bulky, and there's times when you don't want to carry your entire life in your wallet. So, like, a smaller wallet, I need to rotate wallets. So it made sense. And then I carry a small wallet all weekend, and that made it easier to get in and out of the events too, like, because they do bag check. The first night I still had my fanny pack, my bag when I went into the concert, and then they have to check it, and it's a pain in the butt. So if like I just put stuff in my pocket, I don't have to worry about that. I never regret what I buy at MAGfest. Oh yeah, there's hazard purchases. Oh yeah, for sure. I did not make it up to Pose either. I literally didn't even make it up to Pose, but Pose is the nightclub. It's on the roof. And I feel bad that I didn't, because there's some people here I kind of wanted to see, but like this was their Pose nightclub set stuff. So Pose was like, at 7 p.m. they start the raves, and those go all the way to, you know, past midnight, 2 a.m. I usually sneak up there at least one night after main concerts are over and just kind of bounce around on the dance floor. I will say that like I am not in good shape physically this year for lots of reasons, but this is going to be the year I'm going to get back into shape and probably have a little bit more stamina going into next year, I hope. I mean, I'm not getting any younger, but yeah, the Proto Men were every single night is a thing, and I really wanted to see the Proto Men because they did all 3 albums. So I kind of camped the main concert room a lot. Hi, Spicy! We're talking about MAGfest! Spicy's gone to MAGfest with us before. Didn't make it this year. It sold out so fast this year. It sold out so fast. How you doing, Spice? Got to see most of the Proto Men? Yeah, I got to see most of it too. So the first night, Thursday night, I think this is kind of arbitrary, like what I put in this for concerts, but like, who all did we see the first night, Thursday night? The first night, Thursday night was Bit Brigade? Is that right? I always forget to download half the pictures. Let me go back into my folder here of my other pictures. No, the first night was Triforce Quartet. Triforce Quartet was the first night. Triforce Quartet was the first band that we saw. And then after that was Rebecca Sugar's set. Which is not like my band, you know, like I'm not like a big Rebecca Sugar person, but I wanted to see the Idols because I know that like Phoebe was there, but Ferret likes Rebecca Sugar, and I did not want to leave this concert hall because I thought that I wanted to see the Triforce Quartet set. This is the Triforce Quartet up here. I'm like, who was that? I forgot who it was. Okay. And then that set, Rebecca Sugar, was next, and this is, you know, this is from her set. As this girl in front of me was like so excited to see this show. I didn't know a lot behind the Steven Universe energy lady. She's really, yeah, she's very, her stuff is very like singer-songwritery, I guess. Very, very singer-songwritery. Anyone good in the Atrium Lounge this year? I did not spend that much time in the Atrium Lounge. We listened to them, I think it was like Saturday night. We were down there and listening to them from the bottom. We were sitting in the atrium, and it was all right, but I forget who the band was. I was actually concerned for her for the first 2 sets. So she said she's from, I don't know if I got a good photo of her on stage. That's the Proto Man. But she said she is from this area, from the Maryland area. and was very emotionally affected, I think, by doing this set on stage, by seeing how big the crowd was for her. Either she was like just out of it and not feeling well, which is probably, but I also feel like she was just really impacted by the love that was pouring on stage for her. And it was kind of touching. It was very real. It was very heartfelt. It was kind of neat, you know? Did I get another shot of that? I probably didn't, because I was bad at taking photos. I was in the concerts, I was like in the moment, but like, yeah, she was really intense, I felt. I could have sworn I got more photos of this show, but I think that a lot of them didn't turn out because like it was pretty dark in there and flashing. And the Proto Men did Act 2 first, because they did them in chronological order as opposed to in album release order. And that was the night that I was kind of furthest up front. The other nights I was kind of further back, but because we stuck around for both shows, we were like pretty close to the front at this point. And like, yeah, they did their Act 2 set. It was pretty awesome. If you ever wanted to see people in a mosh pit while a guy up front screams, "Fireman! Iceman! Elect Man!" Everybody's moshing. I do think Act 2 is probably the best, has the best songs. All the songs are kind of bops, really. But I think Act 2 has kind of the best songs, yeah. Act 1 is one of those weird flukes that it's like, I saw a few moshers. It was so funny. Well, when we were down front, the security guy, there was one guy who had like a big Proto Man shield, and you'll see him in the if I show the Mega Man cosplay shoot, he's a guy. But he had like a big Proto Man shield and was holding it up the whole time. He's like, well, you should stand here because if the mosh pit happens behind you, then all these people in front of you won't get moshed. But the mosh pit happened like pretty far away from us. So we didn't get trampled by the moshers, but yeah, it was a good time. So it was a really good show. The Proto Men, I remember listening to Act 1, obviously, like as a big Mega Man fan, and like, okay, like this, I was almost sick of hearing it because, but when I saw them live for the first time, they are so good live. Like they just put so much of a performance on. I really think that like the band is just a great live show. I say some shit that one other person would get. Well, because there was so much. I got tired of hearing Act 1, but then I saw him live and I was like, never mind, I'm a huge fan. This is good. That was fun. So this is the Mega Man cosplay shoot. I did not get a lot of good photos of it because I was kind of in the back, but I really appreciated the Mega Man cosplays. I also got a really good eyeful of this 2B's ass because I was behind her, so like, oh, and I got to meet Morgan and Lilith, which was nice. They were very nice to me. So we did our panel on Friday, which was a Friday in the afternoon. And I want to say this was right before or right after our panel, maybe. It was really good. Yeah, how'd that go? It went really good. So our panel, which Loco was there. We did a right before. It was right before. No photo. I didn't take any photos of it. I was busy putting together the panel. Yeah. Cyber Elf X. Yeah, there were so many good fucking Mega Man cosplays. There was a couple. There was a really good. That was a really good Zero. There was other really good Zero. CL came to our panel, and she was great. She was there. She was at our panel. We were like so happy to see her. And we were so happy to see all the Mega Man. I mean, we're so happy that people came to our fucking panel. Is that Commander Keen, by the way? Hi, welcome. We're talking about 2B's ass. You were playing the Outer Worlds. How was that? How was Outer Worlds? Welcome, Raiders. The original Outer Worlds? The first one? If you go to MAGfest, you'll be playing this Talk to Light with your real ass beard. That respect. Yeah, so right like after this, we did our panel, which was about Mega Man roleplay. And you know me, you guys know me. As a teacher, I like to talk about history. So a lot of the panel was like history of how to Quint. Oh my god, Quint, so funny. Of like how people roleplayed online for like had fun, forgot about the time. Yeah. The Rockman Shadow was awesome. There was a Jewel Man. Yes. There's a lot of Mega Man cosplays. Do I have other photos of this shoot? I keep looking to see if I forgot to download. Actually, I took a bunch of photos during this shoot, but I don't know if any of them are really good. They're kind of like the backs of people's bodies for the most part. I for sure got so they were really nice, they were cute. And then there's just like a Dante next to 2B. I just got both their backs because they were kind of right in front of me the whole time. But there's always Iris as well. If you see Iris is there. And there's like a bunch of Proto Man. The Proto Man, a lot of times when people do Proto Man, they do like the Proto Man. How's it going? What are you up to? I'm talking about MAGfest, the MAGfest Music and Gaming Festival. This at least gives you a good idea of what it looks like from below, because this is whiskey tasting room they have there now. It was way too expensive. We went in there and we're like, that's too much money. Don't want to buy anything here. I got a photo of Gutsman's ass, which is very important to me. This guy cosplayed the kangaroo suit with Gutsman's ass hanging out. Oh, I was like, oh my god, that is the only MAGfest where you see. Yes, and a Phantom. Yeah, there's a Phantom as well. Yeah, really good. There was a Leviathan too. There was a Leviathan too. Did I get her in my other? Oh wait, I do have a picture of her actually. I think I have to have the back of her head, but I'm gonna download this. Wait, I'll throw it in the folder with the other stuff so you guys can see it. I always forget to download at least one picture from my reel. The ones with Guts EXE, and one of them was showcasing. I didn't see that one. There was like another Gutsman's ass. That's so good. God. This con is like the most shitposty of cons. All right, let's see if get that loaded. No, wait. I gotta get to it. I gotta get to it. Well, it didn't load, but I'll get there eventually. Wait, maybe it did. Yeah, so there was a lot of Mega Man cosplayers. Good amount of Mega Man cosplayers at this thing. This is the whole view of the whole thing. There we go. That's the Leviathan. I was looking for the photo. Surprised it's gotten bigger and bigger. Yeah, there was at least 2 Heatmen. There was a really good Heatman in like the full like Zippo lighter box. PAX East is regional level, but COVID happened. I think. Listen, I liked PAX. I went to PAX for many years. I prefer this event. This event is just a lot more my people. I think the cosplay at PAX East is all right compared to West, but the cosplay at PAX in general is not the same. Like, it doesn't have the same energy. But I think that PAX is like a little too corporate for me. The old men fighting with Wily versus Light in the photo shoot? Yeah, I agree. Like, PAX is a little too corporate for me. Like, on both? Yeah. It's like, there's just so many big sponsors that the kind of community vibe is not there. Whereas, like, MAGfest, somehow they pull this off with almost no major sponsors, which is crazy, right? Like, they basically have just community donations and support. And as a nonprofit, they managed to pull off this event like 3 times a year at this point. And it's not just about the community. It's more like there's educational stuff that goes on there. The event just has a lot of heart. And I don't feel that way about any other con. I mean, MomoCon I think is going to be good. I really did not. TwitchCon is definitely not the vibe. TwitchCon is not the vibe. Community makes such a better con. So MAGfest is a very community. There's like lyrics in this song now. What's going on? Oh, this is Crush 40. That's why. I don't know if I'm gonna get demonetized. I'm gonna move along. I usually do the back panels and stuff at PAX. MAGfest runs 24/7. That's right. It does run the entire night. So even these photo shoots are happening like all during the day, but the actual con stuff is open all night long, including the arcade. Yeah, so Gutsman's ass, we saw that. We saw a lot. There's a vial right there. There's a lot of really good Mega Man. I saw a Shade Man, Tornado Man. I saw this guy right before that. I needed to photograph this because this is like really good cosplay. And he was walking around barefoot too, so very, very impressed with the guts on this dude. Yeah, he carried around his hole the whole time. Just walking around in his underwear. Yeah, they had a rule at MAGfest that you had to cover your nipples. And no matter who you were, which I guess is fair, right? So everybody had pasties on if they were shirtless. I think just because, like, you wouldn't want to be like, oh, you only have to cover female nipples. Yeah, you put they're spiral. Yeah, they're spirals. Yes, they're little yes. To be clear, they're spiral pasties. He thought of everything. Yes. Yeah, I love this. I love this show, man. So it's so fucking funny. All right. Oh, hey, who's messaging me? Oh, there was a Malevola. Of the Dispatch cosplays I saw her. I feel like a couple of Prisms, like a couple Prisms. And I saw. Oh, there was a Robert. There was somebody dressed as Robert, just in like his uniform. And I'm trying to think of who else I saw. I did see a sonar with like a giant bat head. Any Valinaway? Yes. There was Hades. I saw Zagreus in the weapon check line. I had to get my weapon checked. Oh yeah, I forgot. We did our panel. I didn't mention, but we talked about Mega Man roleplay, and it was really fun. And you saw a lot of punch-ups. I don't think I saw a punch-up. I think I saw like 2 Prisms. Yeah, we talked about Mega Man roleplay in the communities that we've been part of over the years. And it was really fun, you know. And really, really good to like meet other people who are in the hobby. The takeaway that I wanted people to take away from that is like, role-playing communities have been around online for as long as online has been online. And there's nothing to, like, if you're involved in fandom communities and you do roleplay, it's kind of not weird to do that. And also, roleplay now accounts for 50% of AI, text-based Gen AI use. Roleplay accounts for 50% of text-based Gen AI use. And in a lot of cases, this is people, like, with AI boyfriends and stuff, and it's just kind of being filed under the roleplay category. But I think you should roleplay with other people. Other than the heinous chart, I'll get the chart. Well, it's because I got the chart. This is like a real stat. Yeah. I think you should roleplay with other people. I don't think you should roleplay with AIs. Not just because of the environmental impact, although there is also that, but also just because, like, it's lame. It's lame. It's boring. AI will never give you the feedback to get better at your art. It'll never give you the... Can I just open this image in another document? I guess I could just pull the slideshow into my window. Here. See if that works. Very particular about, yeah, this is a category breakdowns of open source. This is for open source models. So for open source, roleplay is at 52%. This does not count like Claude Code, I believe. So Claude Code obviously like is just for coding, because this programming is second most common use of this. But roleplay is at 52%. So all of these are roleplay. Now granted, this is just one study, but it's very interesting to see this. Plus, yeah, there's a joy in somebody, and I mean, Ferret talked about this in the presentation as well. There's a joy in, like, yeah, keep in mind, this is open source models. This isn't all. Yeah, it's not Claude Code. Yeah, it's not Claude Code. It's not included in this. So Claude Code would be officially just for coding. So coding is like second most, but it's roleplay, programming. They call it science and technology, which I'm going to assume is also programming, and like students cheating on homework. Yeah. And of course, we have a slide about talking to Mega Man on character.ai if you want to cringe yourself into a death. And yes, I did use Pat Ware's talking to Mega Man X in the panel was we had play again. Now where? Can I show this slide? Where you screamed, "Let me lick your abs" at Mega Man X on character.ai. This is the first line. The first line of screaming, "Let me hit your..." Well, that's what I'm saying. Why roleplay with an AI Mega Man when you can roleplay with you playing Mega Man? This is my takeaway here. I don't think you should roleplay with a AI pretending to be human. I think you should roleplay with a human pretending to be an AI. I think this is smart, and this other thing is stupid. So I don't know. That's just how it be. That's how I am. You know what I'm saying? And this is, I'll go ahead and I'll put this on the slide. I'll go ahead and show this. Why? Because you can make friends. You can improve your social skills. You can improve your writing. You come up with your own crack ships. That's true. Crack ships are important. And it's not as bad for the environment to roleplay with your cringe friends. I think other people push you to be your best self. I always want to do the wrote these panel. Well, that's what I said. Like when I wrote this panel up and then I saw these stats, I was like, oh, this is actually important. This is important. AI will not come up with crack ships. You know why AI won't come up with crack ships? Because AI is not creative. AI can't come up with stuff that hasn't been come up before. Oh, the best. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you. Talking about MAGfest. Talk about the panel I did on MAGfest. This is part of the panel I did on MAGfest. Well, AI is old drink listening to the weekend, write some fucked up chaos. Blade Man, Jewel Man, nice. I could go into crack ships all day. I'll be in a different space if I talk about that shit. I got a lot. On Friday night, Bit Brigade. I had to be at this because it was Mega Man X. Yeah, I feel you. That's exactly how it is. Like, you get a thing in your head where it's like, this is my thing, right? But the joy of, like, somebody else thinking your idea is good, or somebody else liking your blurbo, as Ferret pointed out during the panel. Like, the idea that, like, right? Oh, and we got fan art at the end of the panel. Let me get that. The matrix of all things taken at a time. We've not exhausted every combination because the number is too large. AI can make a novel one, but it might not feel novel and it shouldn't feel novel. Yeah, that's true. If you gave an AI, like, every character from the Capcom and said, okay, ship these characters. I will show the fan art at the end because I just photographed it today. But yeah, we got fan art. It'll just mix and match, right? So it'll eventually come up with something, I'm sure. Like, it's just arbitrary because it just scrambles. But I feel like human touch is just so much more important. I really wanted to see Bit Brigade do Mega Man X because I really think the soundtrack for Mega Man X is just so incredible, and I love every song in Mega Man X. So I was really excited to see them play Mega Man X. And they did. Bit Brigade is a band that plays the video game on the screen while they play the soundtrack from the video game. And they speedrun it. So you can complete Mega Man X any percent in, like, less than an hour. It's like a 46-minute run or something like that. They didn't hundo it, which is fine because you just stuck an arm and armadillo for a year and change while you're trying to grind the Hadouken. I might try to run any percent at some point because even though it's not that much shorter, it doesn't have as many difficult tricks as Hundo, right? Hundo has a lot of difficult tricks. Like you have to do phantom grabs and stuff. The AI won't give them trauma based on global radio. The AI wanted parts of them as, yeah, because they want global radio. Global radio was a mistake. Yeah, so there's them playing the game, and then they're playing the songs. This they finished. This is the end of the game. They beat the game. And it was super fun! I was very excited to watch this happen live. And then Mega Man set was after this. I don't think I got any photos of the Mega Man set. I went out and walked about for a little bit. This is the Danny DeVito shrine. We always have a shrine to Danny DeVito at MAGfest just because the MAGfest loves Danny DeVito. And people bring all their stuff to donate to Danny DeVito. Iris was there this year. We had a standee Iris. We had Dylan DeVito. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Yes. MAGfest loves Danny DeVito. We love and support Danny DeVito. So this was the Danny DeVito shrine. Just like an overview of it. Wow! This is MAGfest. This is MAGfest, baby. This is what it looks like to go there. And then the Proto Men, their Act 1 set was Friday night. Friday was a busy day because I went back to the Mega Bit Brigade Mega Man Proto Men. Right, yeah, it was huge. It was actually huge. So they did their Act 1 set, which was Act 1. It was always very good. Oh, we're gonna have ads in a few minutes, so we'll just kind of vibe, listen to music. We're gonna get ads in 30 seconds. We run 3 minutes of ads on this channel, just so I don't have a pre-reel when people raid in. So if you are not subbed to the channel, we will take a quick ad break coming up soon, but just so you know. Yeah, so Act 1 was the second night, was that Friday night. Oh, and that was super fun. That was super cool. There's another shot of it. We were a little bit further back for Act 1 because I went out and got some air and came back in. But I like the way this photo turned out. This photo just shows a great shot of the concert hall and everything. Megas, oh yeah, the Megas are badass as well. Oh, thank you for doing that. Oh my God, you gave Medi and Kim. Oh, Stone. Now nobody has to miss anything because of the gift subs. Good job. You might still be getting the discount as well. I think there's a discount active right now. Thank you for giving. So, congratulations, Hookening, Scrubfiend, Medi, and K-Spicy. You all got gift subs from the channel. I think I remember when the Megas were at PAX, so I'm not sure if I went that year. Yeah, so the Megas were at MAGfest, and the Proto Men were at MAGfest. Oh, my throat is, like, tired. This is not after hours. This is the main con. This is the regular con. The con doesn't have an after hours. It's a 24-hour con. There's no after hours MAGfest. Your MAGfest is a ridiculous bargain because the baglines are outrageous. They're really outrageous. They're nuts. After what? Yeah, there's no after. After is Sunday when everybody goes home. That's the end. That's what's after. Yeah, it's 24 hours. So this is the main conference. This is upstairs. So if you look back at the shot that I showed earlier of what it looks like layout wise, I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning of my slides. You can see like back here. This is the ballroom level. Back here, see, you can kind of see it. I'll zoom in. It says convention center, right? So back through here, this is where the concerts are, back here. Like, there's not a separate building. It's not after hours. It's literally just same building. There was actually two main stage. There was a main stage, and then they had what they called the XP stage, so it was just over on the other side. So, like, around the corner, there was a second big stage set up, and it was pretty decent for how they had it set up. I paid $100 just to see, and after is like the DJs up in pose, right? So after is like the DJs in pose are all the way up in the yeah. So this is like up to 2 a.m. But the con isn't over when pose closes. That just because there's still the arcade is open all night long. They don't close the whole con. Like, not all the vendors are going to be open, but the arcade is open still. Yeah, the afters are in the arcade room 5 to 7 a.m. Yeah. It's actually nuts. This is going to be taking no more concerts, just cons. Yeah. Oh, and then I've got brunch. Sorry, I have the picture of Ferret in the slide because I got a brunch drink. We went and got brunch. This is my brunch. For some reason, it needs to be rotated. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it needs to be rotated. I got a turkey sandwich of incredible quality. Yeah, I had to rotate it. This is the expo stage. So this was the other stage away from the main stage, and I really wanted to see the Chrono Trigger band, so I got the chance to watch that, which was on Saturday morning. Yeah, so after the Proto Men basically crashed on Friday because I'm not as young as I used to be and my feet hurt. But I'm gonna try to get in better shape. You never even saw this stage? Yeah, this was the other stage. There was a whole second stage. Mega Ran had a set here that was like a kid's set. And when I walked in, because I really wanted to see the Chrono Trigger band because I'm a huge Chrono Trigger fan. When I walked into this area and I was like, why does this music sound like it's like for literal children? Because it was the children's concert. Like they had a children's event like right before this band. So it was Mega Ran, but he was doing raps about like dinosaurs and the library, which is great. Like, don't get me, I was just like confused. I was like, what's going on? Yeah. So this is second stage. So where this was on the second floor. If you went toward the parking lot and then took a right, then you got this stage. And actually pretty decent for like the fact that it was just this is literally in the hallway. But they turned the lights off and they had like lots of lights. So this is literally in the hallway of the convention center. And it was not bad. It was okay. It was pretty good. And of course they play Chrono Trigger music, which I love Chrono Trigger music, so Kids Bop Mega Ran? Yeah, it was Kids Bop Mega Ran. It was pretty fun. It was pretty neat. I only caught the end of it because I was there for this. Honestly, this set was too short. I could have heard the entire soundtrack, but just because I really like this soundtrack a lot. And then this is dinner. So between this and that, I did my jam pod as well because I had taken my keyboard to jam. And so I played a couple songs from Mega Man X, which they're hard to play, so I probably won't try to keep learning that soundtrack. And what I learned was like the way the jam pods were this year, there was less of them. Because when I did it 2 years ago, I kind of had the pod to myself. But this year, the pods were very competitive and people just kind of all wanted to jam with each other. So I was like, okay, but I don't know how to play with other people. And they're like, that's okay. Like, just play your songs and stuff. And like, for a while, I was like, they can't keep up because the stuff I'm playing is too complicated and confusing. But then I was like, well, I can play the Outer Wilds theme because it's fairly easy to play. And like, if you know it, then we can all play it together. So we did. And that was really cool. That was neat, you know? Yeah. So we all played that together and it was really cool. Like me and like 3 other people just like that never met until that moment. So I had not learned how to do like jam band stuff. But it was a good experience. And like now if I go back next year, I want to be more prepared to like, as opposed to like preparing pieces that are challenging and that people can't keep up with, I just want to play like easy stuff that people can play along with and sing along with, which is totally different vibe. But I've always wondered, like for myself, why do you hear a lot of the same songs at this show? And now I know it's because like you hear a lot of the same songs because those are the songs people know. So if you want to jam with somebody, you have a limited amount of songs to pick from that like everybody is guaranteed to at least kind of know how it goes, right? So you want to keep songs that are fairly simple so people can play along with you. And that made a lot of sense to me. And I feel like I want to learn like, definitely like Chrono Trigger soundtrack would be a good one to learn because it's pretty popular and people like know a lot of the songs in it. Especially I think the Kingdom of Zeal and the Wind Scene, the 2 that this band played as well. And people tend to know those pieces. But like if I'm going to go up there and play Princess Tomato, which I do want to play because it's got a good soundtrack, but nobody knows that soundtrack except me and a handful of people. So this is dinner. So that was a nice drink. And then I got fancy dinner down the street because I was hungry. So I got scallops and ice cream. There was like a gelato place in the convention center and I got way too much gelato. This was at, what's that fish place? The fish place. This was in the harbor. I'm trying to think of what the name of the restaurant is. I'll look it up. Walrus. Yeah. Is it Walrus and Carpenter? I think it's Walrus and Carpenter. Right? Frost Walrus, yeah. I think that some people from the jam band did some Mega Man X soundtrack. But other than Bit Brigade, I heard less Mega Man X soundtrack than I thought I was going to hear. I feel like when they did Metroid Prime, I heard a lot of Metroid, because Metroid Metal was there, of course, but also because there was other bands doing Metroid. But I feel like that Mega Man music was, like, it wasn't just X, in other words. Like, they did, like, the Megas, of course, have their own thing, but, like, the Proto Men also have their own thing. So, like, it's not really just the X soundtrack being played. And there's the Fall Guys! There's a whole bunch of them. I was eating my ice cream, and these guys come walking past. And there was so wait, that's the wrong thing. Yeah. This was wacky, right place, right time. Yeah, this was so funny. I have a video of this, I think. I can download it. I have not reviewed, but I can download it anyway. There was a whole parade of Fall Guys. This horde of Fall Guys. Yeah, they come in through the door. There was also, like, a really complicated Mega Man X that had, like, really heavy armor. And he was stomping around and was, like, so encumbered that I was like, that's crazy, bro. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can get this video to load. I have too many windows open as usual in my OBS. Every time I do a stream like this, it's very like, I'm doing it live because like I have so much shit open on my browser at all times. This is Pokemon. This music. Waiting for the video to load. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm gonna run it back. Let him go. Look at him go. Bean Parade. I saw more imported CDs than video games. There was at least a video game dealer. I think there was a couple of video games dealers. I think Mega Man was the sun unless it was a cute powerful. Yeah, I think so. I do think it's cute and powerful. I thought it was pretty cool to see that. And also, they made a comment that they're like, we want to have more kid-friendly events at this con. And like, I think that's a cool idea. Like, for the families who aren't there for like the big bacchanalia that happens in the middle of the night. Like, the pictures that I'm showing you now are from Saturday night. And I was just sitting there on a bench with my ice cream, like, watching and looking around, thinking about, like, this is such a good party. Like, it's easy sometimes to get bummed with the state of the world and stuff I don't want to go into, but, like, I'm so glad that MAGfest overlaps with CES because, like, all the CES people could be all the way to hell over at CES and not bothering me at my crazy party for misfits and weirdos. Because it's such a crazy party for misfits and weirdos, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody here is just here to have a good time. They're doing something crazy. It's a turn on hell. I mean, I'm having edible watching a guy in Power Armor. Yeah, exactly. Because CES seems like hell. I almost had to go to CES. I've never actually gone to CES. I almost had to go last year. And, oh no, 2 years ago. I'm sorry. 2 years ago, I almost had to go. And then I didn't go because I got laid off. But, that's fine because I didn't want to go to CES. This was so much, it's so fun. So much fun. That's not the last, wait, that's the video again. Hang on. This is another video of the concert. This is, I think, Danimal Cannon's concert. I tossed this as my desktop wallpaper just because I didn't want to have made the members only wallpaper. Oh, it's like Magnus, we have part of artistic people. Yeah, exactly. Yes. It's a party full of queer and neurodivergent folks, and that's the most fun, right? Like, it's a party full of, like I said, misfits. Like, people that maybe this is home to a lot of the folks here, right? Yeah. Mega Ran talked about that, definitely. I was standing next to Geo at the concert, which made me laugh, so I took a shot. But don't worry, I asked for permission. I got a shot of everybody. It's fine. I didn't want to be like the creep who just took shots, but like, yeah, it's just like, oh, it's a Geo standing next to me at the show. I feel like the year, yeah, I feel like the year hasn't started. Oh yeah, Cyber Elf as well, yeah, sweet. Oh, I didn't get a shot of the back of this cosplay, but there was like the wings were like stained glass. They were super, super cool. I hope there's shots of it on social media, maybe. But this was a really, really cool cosplay. Yes. Yes, these were all, I mean, they were all showing. This is really, really cool. There's like these stained glass wings on the back. Phenomenal. Super, super cool. I was like, well, I can't just take a creep shot. I have to just get a shot of people who are standing next to me. So if you go to a MAGfest concert, like the people around you, like there's gonna be not everybody. Obviously, like it's mostly just folks hanging out. Because I was like nodding. I was like, oh, what was their panel? I didn't see it. Was that a cosplay panel or something different? Because you'll look around and you'll see like people in cosplay. It was a Star Force panel. Oh, sweet. Hopefully it'll be online so I can watch it. I missed it. I think it was probably when I was at the jam pod. It was probably when I was jamming. I was really nervous about jamming, and in retrospect, like I shouldn't have been. Ah, man, I would have gone to that. Yeah, me too. We should have gone to that. Oh well. There's too much stuff at MAGfest! There's too much stuff at MAGfest. I also didn't get one of Phil's Quanchis, which I'm kind of mad about because I really like Quanchi. Phil's handed out Quanchis. Was sneaking them, people. The other thing that I didn't get to do, that I was bummed that I didn't get to do, was right after the Proto Men, they did the E3 live roleplay panel. And I wanted to go to that bad. But the E3 live roleplay panel, the line for it was like out the door and around the block. Like, it was crazy, crazy packed. So there was no way we were getting in. Because the Proto Men did Act 3 on Saturday night. And like, I hadn't seen Act 3. Yeah, and through a staging room. Like, it was all the way through a staging room, all the way to the other back door. Like, it was crazy. If you guys are familiar with E3 Live Roleplay, they did it last year as well. And it's Noodle, a YouTuber, shows live footage from E3 from 2010. And then people just, like, cheer and pretend they're at E3. I mean, it will be posted online at some point because it's a shit post. Like, the whole thing is a shit post. But I kind of thought it would be fun to see it live, but there was no way we're getting in because the Proto Men let out at midnight, and that panel was supposed to be at 12:15. Well, I got to the thing at like 12:10, like after fighting my way out of the Proto Men, and they hadn't even let people in yet to the E3 panel. So they were still lining people up to see if they could get in, and the line went so far that it went all the way outside. Like, I did not know how long the line was, so it was like crazy long. So didn't end up going to that panel, which was kind of a bummer. But hopefully the YouTube video will be funny. Honestly, like, my big regret this year is I didn't go to enough panels because there was lots of panels that I wanted to see and I either couldn't get into or they were overlapping with something else that I wanted to see. They also do have tabletop gaming there in the upper level. Like, if you want to go and play D&D all weekend, you can do that. I don't usually because, like, as Farrah pointed out, like, yeah, but it's a long chunk of time. It's like a 4-hour slot to play D&D, so like that's gonna eat up your whole afternoon. And I don't think they just yeah. But and like when I go to Origins, like I prepare for that. Yeah, there was LARPs. They had zombie tag. They had vampire LARP. They had and the E3 LARP was technically a LARP, but it's not really a LARP. It's really just people screaming in a room. Also, I didn't really get any photos of this. But coming out of this show, this was the Proto Men Act 3, coming out of this show and going into the atrium and seeing everybody, this was the biggest, craziest party. There was people just dropping, like, random beats in the hallway. There was dancing. I saw the Crossfire guys after this. I did go down to the arcade briefly on Friday night. Yeah, and just like wander around the arcade a little bit and saw like some of that stuff. I don't think I got any photos of it, but this is also Sonic. Wait, that's Crush 40 again. I have to be careful with Crush 40 because I'll probably get muted. Open up this MAGfest playlist. Indie game stuff? Yes, there was tons of indie game stuff. I got some photos of the indie games, I thought, but maybe I didn't save them to this slideshow. Max was there. Yes, Max from Aqua Lounge. Can we shout out Aqua Lounge? Is it Aqua Lounge TV? Max was like, "You've been such a supporter of the show," and I was like, "What? I don't even know why you think that, but I do. I really like Aqua Lounge." Yeah, there we go. Please follow Aqua Lounge. Aqua Lounge is an indie game show run by Max Krieger, and it's really good. Yeah, salute Crush 40 on Twitch. Seems like an awesome con experience. This is the con. This is the con to go to, for real. Scrub, I wish you were there. Oh yeah, Casey Lee Williams. I didn't even see that show because that was why I was jamming for sure. Is it doing a thing? Yeah, Aqua Lounge TV is really cool. Aqua Lounge is a good stream. He was walking around the entire con with indie games on his shirt. He had like a screen with indie games on it. And was walking around letting people play indie games off his chest. People got the ribbons because I can't figure out if Mag was buying the ribbons or just the attendees. Yeah, I don't know. I handed out... Yeah, I usually bring... If I do a cosplay, I will bring ribbons to hand out with the cosplay because I've learned that that's like a fun way to get people engaged with ribbons. Because, so the previous 2 years, I've retired this cosplay now because it doesn't make sense to wear it anymore, but I was Pomu. And so I handed out ribbons where they handed out I'm Pomu to people. So you too can be Pomu. But then Pomu graduated, so I retired that cosplay, but I'm Pomu. Yeah, K-Spicy's Pomu? Yeah, I'm Pomu ribbons that I handed out to people. So yeah, you just have to find somebody to give you the ribbon you wanted. They've gotten more, yeah, people come to me to weave. They were like, oh, somebody gave me flowers. Yeah, so you can get ribbons printed. You just can get them printed at online. There's a site that does them. PC Name Tag is the site that I used. This year I handed out stickers instead. So if you had a Caddis Lita sticker, those are made by the people who also do Bunnies and Cream. Does my bunny still work? I don't know what they have for sale anymore. They used to be MAGfest regulars. Maybe not. Okay, maybe it doesn't work anymore. Bunnies and Cream. Ben Sticker Bunnies is their sticker company. Marco Promos, yeah. You can get ribbons printed pretty easily. If you want. And I had stickers printed this year, so I handed out stickers instead. Ribbons are great for cons. And you know what? I have so many con badges festooned with ribbons that I need to like make a scrapbook and put all my con badges in a scrapbook. But I have a lot to clean up to do. I always have so much con swag laying around. At the very, very end of the Proto Men set, the Cybertronic Spree, some of them, the RC and Hot Rod came out on stage. They for one song, which I thought was nuts. Like they put on all their gear for one song. They were there. We knew where they were there. I do think that a lot of these bands like share musicians around because there's like a lot of collabs, right? I know they were going to appear. They were also doing a panel. Yeah, they were there. Yeah, they were at the con. They didn't have a set though, so they just came out on the stage. Yeah, but they were there for the last set. So and the Mega Self. Yes, yes. And Daniel Cannon was in there too. Cybertronic Spree, Brit Brigade, Mega Ran, and the Megas all came out for the very end of the Proto Men set, and that was the end of the Act 3 set. Oh, and there's a Hornet in the audience as well, in case you're wondering where Horton was. I think I saw Daniel Cannon was also present. All right, all right. It was a weird choice to have him open for the Act 3, I thought. Because the energy was so very different between one guy on a stage with the guitar versus this massive band. I guess that's all I have to say about that. It was very different. It was a choice. I saw a lot of Hornets. There was more than one. There was at least one Sherma. I'm not a Hollow Knight person, but you know, it was really cool to see the cosplays. I always love to see people's cosplays, what they do. Oh, this is the fan art we got for the panel! And a Gemini Man and a Shield Shellfish for Ferret. And I also followed Keiko on Blue Sky. It's Keiko. Yes. And Fireman is my favorite. So shout out to Keiko. Cake 3-0. Keikio. It's really good. Very good. This fan art is so good. The Tiny Snake Man. Yeah, he's fucking thorn in my side for most of my life. The hand is crazy. How do you draw a hand? I don't know how to draw hands. I don't know how to draw hands. No, I fucking love this. Didn't mind my terrible boy. I know. I fucking love him so much. And Shield as well! It's such good fan art. And the shading? Get out. It's so good. I didn't get this on here because I just took a photo of it today to make sure that it get on the screen. Yes. That was MAGfest. It's the best con. I liked Dragon Con. But it skews a little bit older. And I feel like MAGfest is like the age, you know? Like I'm the right age to be at MAGfest. And there's younger people and there's older people as well. But I mean, like any con that has like a big Mega Man fan presence, you know, like that's like a certain demo, right? The yeah, Sheldon has a lot of love. Yeah, absolutely. I made a joke during the panel that like Mega Man went furry in the 90s, but like, yeah, I mean, kind of, right? You know, not really, but kind of. They're not furry per se, but they're animals. Animal people. I love seeing all the art of like the Mavericks. And when I was young, when the first X game came out, I painted, I don't think I still have the shirt. I think I just cut the picture off the back. And it's in my storage area somewhere, and if I find it again, I was gonna try to find it for Mag, then I was like, I'm not digging through all my old storage to find it. But I painted a t-shirt with all the Mavericks on it. Like, and I didn't do a terrible job of drawing all the Mavericks either, considering that I'm not that good at drawing. Like, I mean, I was like a kid. But I mean, I painted a shirt with all the Mavericks on it. And it looks pretty cool. I gotta find it. I know I still have at least the drawing. I don't know if I still have the shirt, but I think I have the drawing still. Like the painting that I used that I put on the shirt. Because I wanted shirts from the stuff that I liked. And in this era where you can go online and find a t-shirt for anything that you could imagine, they did not have that growing up. They did not have so many easy to find geek items. Yeah, me too. So I'm trying to get back into drawing because I used to draw, like as a kid, I used to draw. And I don't really draw that much anymore. It's one of those things that I kind of let fall away. But I don't think you necessarily, like, have to stop learning and growing just because you've become an adult, right? Anyway, that's my MAGfest recap. I want to remake a really old Snake Man drag I did last year, but I meant I wasn't really fast. Yeah, I'm slow as well, it's true. I'm gonna go into my... I don't think I'm gonna do any, like, finished art pieces this year. I don't know if I have that in me. Like, to do, like, finished art pieces. But I think I can just kind of improve and doodle the same way that I, like, kind of improve and doodle with my, So I reinstalled Clip Studio, which I was using Photoshop to do, like, all my thumbnails and stuff. I use Photoshop for that, obviously. But I was talking to Mad Eye and said, what are some good brushes to, like, draw in Photoshop? And they were like, don't draw in Photoshop, it sucks. I was like, you know what? That's fair. Let me get my pen. My pen is all the way over here. Ugh. I didn't test to see if this pen worked. All right, well, it seems like it works. But it seems like I've got to sync it up with the board or something. Clip Studio much better, or Paint Tool Sai? Yeah, I feel you. Okay, let me see if I can get this. How do I get the pen? All right, this is this is the pen. No, okay. Okay, major, oh wait, I know what I have to do. I have to move the mouse, right? No, that's not how it works. Okay, hang on. How do you calibrate a drawing tablet? I forgot to check to see if the pen worked before starting the stream. Wait. What brands? It is a Huion. I have two pens. Maybe the other pen works. No, they both are the same. I'm glitching all over the place. So I'm going to show some different pictures. Let me get this up real quick. I'll put these on the screen. That's ice cream. Recommended that I start drawing with like some still lifes. So I've got still lifes. Open the Huion Driver app. Okay. All right, this might be tricky. See if we can do this. Working area monitor calibration. Okay. Well, I installed this. Did I not install this? I have to install it now? Maybe I won't be able to do this today then. Maybe I won't be able to draw today. Or there's a way to calibrate in CSP with your strokes. I probably didn't set this up properly. Oh, this music is nice. Let's listen to music while I mess with this driver thing. Wait. Wait, how do I know what the tablet even is? I'm covering my face. Of course, I can't see what the make of the tablet is. If I unplug the thing, it won't work. All right. Model GS9. Okay, there we go. I couldn't find the stupid model number. You need to do the DSP calibration as file preferences, tell me to like your file preferences. Okay, there you go. I might not be able to do. I might have not prepared sufficiently. Okay, my big question is, how do I know which tablet I have? That's how you do it? Yeah. I need to install the drivers first. It's definitely not that. Okay, okay. How do I know what fucking tablet I have? There's like a million. Different versions. I need to look up the serial number. It should say on the back of the tablet, but it doesn't, or it does, but it's covered by the thing. I can't believe this way this is set up is the plug covers. I just undisconnected everything. Yes. Okay, no one. Okay, well I had to unplug it. That's fine. Windows noises. No scuff here. Just Windows noises. I'm glad I got to do the MAGfest recap if nothing else, and if I can't do art, then I can't do art because I forgot to calibrate my fucking tablet before starting the stream. That'd be kind of a bummer, huh? We're going to go to preferences, color conversions, trace rendering, and chant to saturation if it's on perceptual. Oh, okay. We on 9. Oh my god, I forgot the fucking number again. Serial number again. You have to unplug it to see the serial number. Doesn't make any sense, but that's the way it's set up. Oh, it's a canvas. Okay. Never mind. This is a decent tablet for the price too. canvas. Not 22. Not 22 plus. 20. But your colors don't look washed out because. Oh, okay. Windows. Driver. Submit. Download driver. Alright, let's install this. Let's install a driver for the tablet and hope it doesn't make me reboot the PC. Otherwise, I'm drawing with the pencil today. Otherwise, I'm drawing with the, I like music. Thank God. Thank God I have a MAGfest playlist to get me through. Alright, there we go. Windows noises. Let's go. Please close all graphic software. Okay. I will. I will close this. I will close the graphic software. I have to update my tablet. My bad. Installation completed. Try it now. That was quick at least. Device connected. Digital pen connected. Okay, okay, okay. Progress. It's gonna show MAGfest again for a second before I get the thing back on screen. But that's okay. That was what my intention. That was what I intended to do. Okay, so now it's still not the right. Open the tab. Open the app, and then you go to pen working area. That. Ah, okay. I fixed it. Thank you guys. Thanks for the help. This is my art journey, and part of my art journey is I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, that's literally just my desktop wallpaper I just changed. Ah, I can finally draw. I can draw. I can draw on the tablet. Okay, great. Now, where are we going for calibration? We have to go to pen calibration, right? Where am I going to? Preferences, conversion, change rendering intent to saturation. Okay. I don't know where that is. Preferences, color conversion. I don't see preferences. Let's see window. Does that have preferences or is it edit preferences? Or is it file preferences? Where's preferences? Here's preferences. Preferences. Color conversion. It's currently set to perceptual. You want saturation. Okay. Good to know. And then you calibrate your pen with the pen strokes. Calibration, file preferences, tablet. There. File. Preferences. Did it. I don't know what I'm choosing here. Do I just leave this Win tab or do I use tablet PC? Use more accurate coordinates. This object cannot be used with multi-monitor setups. Okay, well then don't do that because that's definitely what I'm using. Input frequency, prefer quality, prefer speed. Okay, interesting. I'll have to get used to this. I'll have to get used to this. Win tab? Okay. So I go to preferences. Win tab. Okay, it's on Win tab. All right. I did it. So, Meta suggested the smart thing to do would be to just start with doodling, like, still lifes. Unfortunately for me, I do take a lot of photographs when I go on trips. So I have stuff that I could do still lifes for. You doing anything? Aww. So I have some photos that I could do still lifes of. I got fruit. I got fruit. I got peppers. Oh, and I got lamps. I took a lot of photos of, this is more food, more pumpkins, more fall stuff. So life is Granda. And then I saw some lamps. Cool dragonfly lamp that I saw in the museum. A cool spider lamp, because I gotta have spider themed on my stuff. The spider theme. More. This is from 9/11 Memorial, oh my god. Oh, and that was at Ellie's Halloween party. I thought that was an interesting still life, potentially. Potentially fun still life. Ellie Face's Halloween party. She had the Hanko pumpkin. This is a Netflix house. If you're familiar with Netflix house, which I wasn't, we went there this year. They just opened it. It was like a couple of couple months ago, before Thanksgiving. They opened this thing called Netflix House, which is a... They were changing it from social? Oh, okay. Netflix House was like it's an installation that has Netflix show stuff, and this is from their Wednesday exhibit. And they had this really cool, like, mad science lab full of cool mad science shit. And this is a cool mad science image that I thought was neat. And there was also this really cool plant that'd be fun to draw, I think. So I got some images of some stuff that I think would be fun to draw. I haven't decided which one to doodle. I kind of like this plant. He's kind of fun. I might just start with some warm-ups, like the fruit. Because the fruit is good. There's some flowers. Fruit might be good. That's my Deadpool cutting board, by the way. Probably see it in a lot of my food pictures because I have a Deadpool cutting board. I have 2 Deadpool cutting boards. They added him to Marvel Rivals, which means I have to play Marvel Rivals now. And he's the most complicated character they've ever had. They've ever added. With all the different roles that he plays. He plays every single role. And he has, like, XP and he levels up. Oh, and here's another picture that I thought would be fun to draw. This is just a cocktail. If you accidentally knock a chunk off your Deadpool cutting board, does it grow back? Yes, a bottle is basically... Yeah, this is all stuff that I have to, like, study, right? Like, I thought this is a good photo, though. That's another cocktail. This is a cocktail from Netflix House, actually. So, just draw. Onions are spheres, it's true. Lines and circles? It'll get you into the tablet zone? Gotta get into the tablet zone. Alright. I haven't drawn with the tablet in a long time. And another question I had for the pros who do like a lot of tablet work, is the default brush, like in Clip Studio, am I gonna want to use this default brush? I can see that I can erase, which is nice. Am I gonna want to use this default brush? Or what brushes am I gonna want to use here? That one is fine. It's kind of like a pencil, right? Mechanical pencil, mechanical pencil. Yeah, pencil and mechanical pencil. What's the difference between pencil and mechanical? Oh, mechanical pencil is not bad. I guess I can try to erase faster, right? I'm on the pencil tool. Yeah, I know. I'm on mechanical pencil right now. There's also charcoal. That's fun. The tool above it is pen. Oh, pen. Is pen more like a... Oh, I see. More chalky or more painterly. Ah. This is like a lot more ink filling. You know what? For the fact that I didn't really calibrate this, the pressure feels pretty good. Like, I'm getting some good thick lines and I'm getting some thin lines, little scribble. This tablet ain't bad, man. I'm honestly just doodling. I'm like just scribbling. Use the pen tool more for line art, pencils more for sketches. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll probably end up... What's a turn-up pen? Can't tell the difference. I can't tell the difference. Probably end up using the pencil more. I don't know that I'm gonna do, like... I don't know that I'm gonna do, like, anything that seems finished. Let's kill this real quick. Anything that seems, like, finished the first couple times I do an art stream. I think I'm just gonna doodle the first couple times I do an art stream. And if I get to the point where stuff seems like it should be finished, then I'll try and finish it, but yeah. But I mean, you know, can I draw a pepper or a lime is the question. Ooh, that was like much thicker. Oh, that's because it's the charcoal. So the real reason that I have a tablet, I used to do ZBrush, which is a very different vibe. I used to do ZBrush, which is 3D, you require a tablet. And I'm pretty sure I still have my ZBrush license. I have a perpetual that was only like 350 or something like that. But like, I would love to get back into doing 3D at some point in the future. Not just because like I want a 3D model of my VTuber, because I do, but also because I used to do 3D. That's my ZBrush, yeah. ZBrush is really fun. I'm not good at it, but I can do it. And the first step to being good at something is being bad at something, right? But I used to do a lot more 3D modeling. So I did a lot more with 3D Studio Max. I'm trying to draw a lime. I mean, I can draw a circle, that's fine. And then what if we're just like doing the shade? Actually, let's use color. Oh, I need a bigger brush than that. Yeah, there we go. Because you're not RPing with AI. That's right. Really, I'm so trash at 3D. It's a different vibe for sure, but I actually went to school for art. So even though I'm not very good at the drafting, drawing part of art, I'm good at like the other things. Like I know how to do composition and stuff. But I used to be in like an Unreal modding club where we were making like guns and shit to mod into games in Unreal Studio. So if you like organic ZBrush is nice. Yeah, it is. And a Maya. Maya is what I started learning on. I started learning on Maya before I learned... Well, ZBrush didn't exist when I started doing 3D. That's how old I am. But Maya was my first... Oh my god, this is actually like... This pepper is like super detailed and hard to draw. I wonder if I can draw this pepper for real. I found out it's pepper in this image and it's like bad. Well, that was bad. Wait. How do you... Oh wait, I just... Artists are always undoing their lines, right? You know, college offers it, so Maya Blender for now. ZBrush didn't exist when I started learning 3D. And ZBrush was invented by people I knew when I went to school. Because as fine artists who had a fine arts background, standard 3D modeling suites don't make a lot of sense to fine artists. So they wanted like a program that was kind of created with fine artists in mind. Can you thank them for me? I mean, everybody should, right? That's actually more orange. It's actually like more of this color. I'm just drawing the pepper. Trying to think about it. Trying to think about its shapes. Yeah. I mean, what a cool boon for 3D artists to have something that's like more oriented toward people who know how to do fine art. I feel like this is the wrong angle. When did we draw this? I'm only drawing like peppers and limes and stuff because I'm just trying to get used to drawing shapes again. Gee, what if I just stayed on this orange and drew the whole thing in orange? I feel like this is like a more of a like smooth surface though. Easy practice, exactly. And all I need right now is practice. All I need right now is practice, just like with piano, I need practice. But I feel like anytime you say like I want to practice, see that right now I'm not doing like the right kind of lines. Like you have to make like more confident lines. anytime you say like what I need is practice, practice has to be focused. Practice can't just be arbitrary. Like you have to focus on what you're trying to improve or else you're not going to improve, right? This brush is like pretty much just like a digital brush. The animation, the more practice was the ball bounce. Yeah, squash and stretch, right? Did you do like a 2D animation stuff? I took a 2D animation class when I was in school as well. And I did 2D animation. That was back when Flash was still the thing that people used, though. You guys remember Flash? Flash was such a great fucking tool. Although I guess Paint Studio Sai now has decent animation stuff. Is that right? Oh, and experimental? Is that like stop motion? I've never done that. I think I want like a bigger... Oh, stop motion? That's so fun. I'm drawing a hot pepper for Kevin Spicy. That was totally unintentional. Paint Studio Sai 2 is not done. You went to school for Flash animation. Oh, yeah. I miss the Flash revolution every day. Flash was so easy. You could make an animation. You could make a dumb little game. You could shit stuff out so fast in Flash. I need to drop her eyedropper. Where's eyedropper? Where's eyedropper Precious? On bottom. There we go. As a kid, you want to be a Neopets game dev? Oh, that's so sweet! R.I.P. I guess Neopets is still around. Neopets is still a thing, right? We talked about that at the panel even. People were like, I used to roleplay on Neopets. Like, that rocks, actually. It's back, Bigly? Good. Neopets should never die. Neopets is so important. Is Neopets owned by Scientologists? Ooh. Is Rufus RPing? Yeah, we had a lot of Neopets fans in the audience. Wait, that's not right. That needs to be bigger. Is it owned by Scientologists? Oh, that's too small. Neopets ownership has changed so many times. Did you guys see they're finally killing LiveJournal? Like, they're finally actually killing LiveJournal? It got bought by the Russians, I don't know, 20 years ago. Because it was so popular there. And then I saw they're finally actually killing it. Yeah, they're killing LiveJournal. Yeah, finally, after all these years. I mean, I've long since left LiveJournal, but yeah, it's dead. Officially, finally. Yes, archive all your shit if you're still on LiveJournal. I mean, I archived all my shit many, many years ago. All my roleplay from LiveJournal got archived, but man, LiveJournal was an era, dude, for a lot of us. Last post was 2004, losing a lot of stuff. Yes, for sure. Basically they locked the ability to make new posts on LiveJournal. So they're about ready to shutter it, I think, officially. I mean, if you're surprised that it was still around, this is your, hey, LiveJournal is still technically around. This is so bad. I'm so bad at drawing. If I can grab your icons. Yeah, don't forget all your little icons on your LiveJournal. If you have a LiveJournal, go get your LiveJournal. I'm trying not to just eyedrop directly from the photo because that feels like cheating. You gotta use your eyeballs. Yeah, don't forget all your... You know, that's another reason that I didn't mention during the panel, because people asked, like, what's the advantage of the format of stuff that you do? But the thing is that what I'm working on is hosted on AWS, but I own the infrastructure. And internet infrastructure, other than the fact that it's on AWS, but I also, like, I own the database. And I have a local copy of the database. And if you're somebody who's posting your stuff, like, say you're doing roleplay and you're doing it, like, on Discord, which, again, I mean, nothing wrong with that at all, like, roleplay on Discord, The problem with role-playing on Discord is that your shit is owned by Discord. So if Discord ever decides to just disappear or do something head-ass, like incorporate a whole bunch of Gen AI features that nobody wants, Discord, please don't do that. Nothing is creating except for using AI, yes. Shout out to the RPGers dedicated to the paid accounts that have 15 icons. Yeah, exactly. Man, live journal roleplays back in the day though, dude, like you'd have a whole bunch of different icons, and then you would post like, based on your mood, you change your icon around. Remember that? So like my character's mad today, so I'm gonna post when they're mad face. I don't think it's cheating. Yes. That's true. But I'm not using AI. I'm not. Because that would be shitty. But like what I'm saying is like, if Discord were to say, hypothetically, use... Yeah, so basically like self-hosting is nice because then you have access to, you know, if for some reason you want to archive stuff or you don't want to lose access to stuff or whatever. It's kind of weird that I decided to choose to do this with color. That doesn't make sense, but I'm just having fun with... If you want to use the eyedropper, it's not cheating. Yeah, that's true. It's okay though. I think this is actually fine the way it is. There's like a little bit of a gray area at the end of this. I'm having fun with just this. Be good. Nothing is creating how it's scrub across the internet. Some mouse over how they try to unwrite a recruit. Yeah. Then you would post like, this is the song I'm listening to right now. And then you'd be like, oh, you're listening to that song. Discord has that like, they're not, yeah, it's only the avatars are not gonna, yeah, exactly. Which is why you have to have somebody else who knows how to do it. But, let's play around with some more of these pens. Let's see. What if I use this chalk here? I feel like the pepper, I want to stick to this because it's like a smoother surface. But then this lime, maybe if I go to the chalk, add subtool. I need like dots. The stem? Yeah, I'm just kind of shading. I'm just doing some shading. I'm trying to shade what I see on the photo, but it's a good stem. Thanks. The pepper itself needs a little work, but it's not exactly where the shine is. I feel like kind of like more like that. It's got a little texture to it. A little bit of. Let's see, wait. Fully. That's good. Kinda good. And then there's like a shine right here. Pepper's decent. My attempt at drawing a Kevin spicy pepper. Oh, I think there's Rebecca Sugar in this playlist that I think I finally hit it. This is definitely Rebecca Sugar. RP now? Am I gonna get demonetized for this? Probably. Muted. Ice water spilling into my shoes. I'm skipping home from Union Square. Don't care what happens to me. I just want art and beauty and truth. The dawn is breaking and I don't care. It turns the silver buildings. I'm probably gonna get muted for that. I feel like the stuff without lyrics is less likely to get copyright struck. I don't think I've ever used RP now. I think like it would ring a bell. It would ring a bell if I had. Wait, I'm gonna go with this color here. Maybe like a little bit wider brush. I'll let that go. I feel like there's something about the way the edge of this. Maybe it's just because there's like a thing behind it. Maybe I just need to put like a. Also, there's like a little bit this color, like a little side. Maybe there needs to be like a darker background behind it. Make it look like it stands out properly. Well, it's no time like the present to add a layer, right? Let's add a layer to my little sketch. Here we go. A little bit background color. I noticed that this uses all layers with the dump. That's interesting. Oh, I see. I have it on the wrong... Okay, never mind. I see. Preferred only editing layer. Hey, there we go. I'm remembering how to use this software slowly but surely. Pepper. Yeah, that's alright. Looks alright. This is my drawing of a... That's my drawing of a paper. Pepper. For K-Spice. Not really. I just happen to have it in my folder, but I'm gonna say it's for you. I had a picture of peppers that I wanted to draw from. It's good to, like I said, it's good to, like, practice with some basic shapes first before you get into trying to draw more complicated things. Today is only gonna be, like, shapes and still lifes, I think. And then next time I draw, I'm gonna do, like, pony. We're gonna do My Little Ponies. Because My Little Ponies are also easy to draw, and it's one of the first things I learned how to draw as a kid. My Little Ponies and Ninja Turtles are like the first things I learned to draw as a kid. So I'm just gonna relearn drawing from basic principles. My Little Pony? Ponies are cute. Well, I better save this, huh? Save it as... illustration clip. Clip. Mario is the first thing you learned to draw? That's pretty good, actually. I feel like for me it was My Little Pony and Ninja Turtles were the first two things I learned to draw because I really liked both of those things. Is 2016 again because we have Horse Girls again? I know! So yeah, I'll work my way up to drawing Umas, right? I'll work my way up to it. I gotta start with My Little Ponies because they're easier, and then by the time the year is over, I want to be able to draw an Uma. Do you think I can manage that? Do you guys think I can manage to learn to draw an Uma by the end of the year? If I said that was my goal, if I said my goal is to draw my fucking wife Maru Zensky, could I pull that off? You guys think? You believe in me? I hope he died and reincarnated into Umas. Like good, not badly, because I could draw her badly right now. But I mean like to draw like a good picture. Yeah, this Kirby shit is the bomb. I'm drawing a line. I want like a more speckles on this. This isn't speckled. My goal is very achievable. Good. That's my goal. That's my only goal. I want to be able to draw a really good picture of my wife. You want to make Inuma Centaur Man? Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I want to draw Street Fighter characters too, because I'm a big fan of Street Fighter as well, and the characters always look so fucking badass and cool. I want to draw like Cammy and Chun-Li and Juri. And then I want to draw Chun-Li and Juri making out. You guys see that picture was Adam Ellis posted where he's like, turns out I can draw anything I want. And it's like him on a date with Cammy. Like, yeah, thanks Cammy from Street Fighter. This is Scrumpy is like, yes, that is an admirable goal. Draw Yuri, please. This is not going well. I need more texture on this brush. I don't like this lime. It's not working out for me. I'm gonna draw more peppers. I'm gonna draw more peppers instead of limes. It's all practice. It's all practice. It's all good. Yeah, no, I'm doing a whole Year of the Horse. I'm doing Year of the Horse month. We're just gonna do horse-themed things all month. I actually downloaded like a couple horse sim adventures, like ridiculous horse sim adventures that I downloaded to play. I made the wrong brush small. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Mega Man of Seas, yes. Maybe. Oh, that wasn't very. Look at the paintbrushes for wet blenders. Okay. Under paintbrushes. Oh! Oh, I got some options here, huh? Let me get watery brush. That do. Nothing. I'm not thinking about this the right way, am I? Oh, here we go. Here's some paint. Ooh. I saw that Robot Master contest. They require you to use Twitter, though, which is a little unfortunate if you don't want to post your art on Twitter and have it get scraped by Grok. What if I use that as my line? Because it's like more textured. I just kind of erased some bits. That actually looks good! I actually kind of like that. It's like the drawing. The drawing is the part you didn't draw. So I didn't enter despite really wanting to. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I wouldn't have wanted to either because Grok can scrape your art. It's a little unfortunate. I am still on Twitter. You can still find me on X. I'll say this out loud. I don't care. I'm on YouTube. Whatever. I'm still on X because there's people on X that I want to follow. Mostly VTubers. Like, a lot of the big name VTubers are still on X, right? HoloLive is still on X. Like, this is really interesting. This brush is strange. Kind of odd. It's kind of fun. I like it. But like... Okay, so this is not gonna work because you're not gonna get white on top of dark. Okay, interesting. And for all the people who entered, yeah. It's not likely to work because we used to generate. Nah, don't. Yeah, don't even. Let's not even go there. Actually, not even go there. I know what you're about to say, and we don't need to talk about it. But yeah, I don't want to still be. The only reason I'm still there is because there's a couple of VTubers on there that I really like. Like, I feel like the Hollow Stars, the men, a lot of them are posting on Blue Sky now, but the girls still are posting on Twitter exclusively. And I also think, like, for the stars, like, this is not what I thought it was going to be, but I'm having fun drawing this anyway, so whatever. I'm just learning how the brushes work. This is, like, a really weird shape now. The stars are still on... they're on Blue Sky. But I think a lot of their posts are reposts. Like, they're an automatic reposter, as opposed to... like them authentically posting fresh content there. But I saw a post today from Joel Marionette. Porcelain Maid is what I meant to say. I don't know why I said Marionette. You know Joel, Porcelain Maid? Saying like, I'm trying to encourage all my fan artists to post on Blue Sky instead of Twitter. And like, that's based of you. Right? He's trying to encourage all of his fan artists to move because, I mean, we just don't want to post your fan art on Twitter. And maybe nothing will happen. I mean, every time I actually go on there, I don't have a bad time because my following list is very curated based on just the people that I want to follow, right? It's very curated based on, like, I follow Hollow Stars, I follow HoloLive, I don't follow a lot of other stuff on Twitter. So I don't see any of the bad stuff. But it's not like I don't know what's there. A fan game? Nice. Kind of fan game. Oh, we got another lyrics song. I don't know. Oh, here we go. This is a blender. Oh, this is fun. I like this. This is working out. This is a good texture. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just messing with brushes. I'm trying to draw this lime, but it's too textured for me to draw. I think I'd rather draw it in ZBrush. I could make a lime in ZBrush like that. It's so fast. I need like a speckled brush. Oh, yeah. That's kind of how ours is. That's not what I meant to do. How long is this playlist? This is a playlist that said MAGfest, but I know it's not. I know it's just like collab from who all was at MAGfest. There's a bunch of Sonic on here too. Oh well, the worst that could happen is that YouTube will like demonetize, and I don't really care that much because I don't really make money off YouTube. I love our POCs. your best life. You know, one of the things that has made me feel more immune to being cringe is seeing how cringe that people that act like they're grown up are. Like, Elon Musk is the most cringe person to exist. It's not avocado, it's a lime. It's not really working out. I'm having a hard time drawing this lime. This is not going as well as the pepper for some reason. Maybe limes are just harder. Wait, what about this? What's airbrush do? Can I airbrush a lime? Oh, I got droplets. This could be good. This might be what I want, actually. Yeah, there we go. Maybe not that exact pattern. What's this one? Okay, but smaller, like a smaller little speckle. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting some texture. That's what I wanted. Airbrush the lime. Yeah, I'm airbrushing it. If I was making like a bottle lime, I would airbrush that, right? It looks kind of fucked up. What if I just drew a shape without all this fancy shit and just tried to shade it properly? What if I just got a pencil and drew with pencil and just drew a shape? Oh, I forgot to mention too that because we went to brunch on Saturday morning, we heard only part of the orchestra, the MAGfest orchestra. But I'm on the Discord for the orchestra, and I thought about trying to volunteer, but it seems like a hell of a lot of work to get involved with the orchestra because they have like mandatory rehearsals. So I feel like if you decide to do that, it would be your whole con. But on the other hand, it's so cool that they have a full orchestra at this con. Like, I don't know if you knew, like, I don't know if you've ever been to MAGfest, like you wouldn't know that, but like there is a full orchestra at MAGfest. And it's community. So the people who do the orchestra at MAGfest are all volunteers, and they rehearse, and they get their music sheets like ahead of time, and then they bring it to rehearsal, and they rehearse, and then they play a full-on orchestra set. And they did World of Warcraft, they did Helldivers, this Helldivers theme. Mega Man 2 suite. It was really just incredible, and they're always good every year. And it's literally just whoever shows up is in this orchestra, which is so amazing, you know? Like, just the dedication to going and doing that and having that be your weekend too. Because if you think about it, like, you're choosing as your weekend to be in the orchestra. Yeah. It's so awesome. So the previous year when I was in the atrium, got room service and sat up in the atrium and listened to the orchestra play. And they played Melodies of Life from Final Fantasy IX. And I can't, that song, remember I was going to do a karaoke set where I was like, these are the songs that always make me cry no matter what. I don't know why, but they do. That's one of them. Like, I can't listen to Melodies of Life without crying. I don't know why. I sure as hell can't sing it without crying. I don't even like that game that much. The song just fucks me up. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's just so fucking melancholy, you know? So, they played that. And I was sitting up in the fucking atrium at MAGfest just bawling. I was just crying. Tears running down my face. Stupid fucking music. I'm glad I'm not down there. Would have been so embarrassed. I don't know, that song fucks me up. I don't know why. It just does. Now you know that one of the final bosses of songs that always fuck me up. There's others, but that's definitely one of them. Well, they have a textured eraser. That's interesting. It isn't really. Okay, that's kind of fun. I cannot draw this fucking line. I keep getting too detailed about it. What if I just drew the individual little... You seem to play Final Fantasy? So, shout out, class. What's the best Final Fantasy? I'm a big fan of 6. 6 is was kind of my game. But my order goes like 6, then 8. I was into 14. Nacho, still playing a lot of 14. But I kind of gave up on 14. Not that, like, Not the, like... Wait, how do I... Oops, wrong button. There we go. Getting the hang of it. I'm gonna just put a color down below, behind it like that. Let's just paint pen color. What's a turn-up pen? What makes it a turn-up pen? That's the wrong color. 5 is the best FF? I've heard that from a lot of people. I've never really finished 5. The narrative 7, 10 is very strong. At the speed of sound. Hey, this is fine. This is better than it was. 7. I want to play the 7 remake as well. That's definitely one that I haven't played. I don't want the G10 anymore. Follow me. And we can escape from the city. I don't think I'm gonna get dinged for Escape from the City because everybody covers it. 6 is really good. 6 is my favorite one. The music is really good in 6, and it's got the female protagonists, plural. I mean, it's more of an ensemble game because every character has a good spotlight moment, but I would say that the primary 2 main characters are both women. A bit polarizing. Among your friends who trust 8 apparently nails powerfully male teenagers. Yeah, 8 is very teenagers. I feel like 8's one of those games that had to hit you at the right time for you to like it, but I think that's just the case with me. How to be brighter? Oh, okay. I could see that being a little annoying. I really, really like FF6 and FF8. I wanted to do 8 on the stream at some point just to revisit it because it's been so long since I played it. I'm playing on 11 through 13. I had not played 11. 11's the other MMO and I haven't played it. I have played 12, and that's kind of fun, but I didn't get very far in it, so I need to go back to it and try again. 12's alright. 12's kind of fun. The one familiar but Celeste? Yeah, that's a really powerful moment. That's a really powerful moment in video game history, I will just say. Like, just as a kid, like, imagine seeing that. So it's so powerful. Yeah. There's a lot of really beautiful moments in 6. Not just, I mean, there's a lot of beautiful moments in 6, I feel. And there's moments that'll make you cheer, and there's moments that'll make you cry. I just love that game so much. Celeste was always my favorite character in that game because she's a character that, like, really has to find herself in her story. And, like, you know, she kind of has to, I'm not gonna, like, spoiler the game so much, but, like, she grows and changes a lot as a character through the story, the course of the story. And becomes, like, very different from where she started. And that's just so special to see in a video game, especially, like, in an older video game where, you know, people would say that video games don't have stories, right? I think that moment was, you know, and people are like, well, could a video game, like, make you cry? I'm like, yeah, fucking Final Fantasy VI, Secret of Mana, all those games made me cry as a kid. Kind of drawing. That's kind of I'm kind of doing a better job with the lime. It's kind of looking like a lime now. Everyone gets to fight story meaningfully? Yeah, exactly. RPGs were really important to me. What a freeware indie games? Oh, yeah. That's cool. I sometimes do that too. Like, even on here. Play freeware indie game. Those are fun. Mini game. I had a Super Nintendo because I was very lucky that I was able to buy it with my allowance. And the thing I bought it for was to play Street Fighter 2 because Street Fighter 2 had Chun-Li, which was like my first girl crush. And Samus, of course, was my other first girl crush. And I bought Super Metroid the day it came out because I wanted to be Samus. She's just goals. Goals. This is fun. I don't know if I'm accomplishing anything, but it's fun. You know what? It's kind of coming together. This is kind of becoming something. I'm kind of making a lime. What do you guys think? It's sort of a lime. You can tell that it's supposed to be a lime now. Or at least a fucked up avocado. I needed the texture. I needed the dots. Play a lot of indie games on this stream. I like indie games a lot. Does it certainly oh, okay. Alright, let's save it again. Let's save the file again. And then maybe I'll draw another one out of the peppers, and then maybe I'll draw something different from my other. I don't know. It's not great, but you know what it's missing? I feel like this... There's like a little... You know, that's the end of it, right? Like it's a little nub, I guess. More like that. More like that shape. I think I got into RPGs, like, partially because, like, platformers are hard, right? Like, I could beat Mega Man and Mega Man X2, Mega Man X and Mega Man X2, but, like, those games are hard. And, like, RPGs, it's a little bit more, like, sit back. Right now you're crafting. Crafting was always, like, my laid back, my just lay back and do stuff. Like, crafting, gathering. So yesterday, because I wanted to try this, and I did not want to stream it because it felt like it was a little bit, maybe, a little bit not... I don't know, I felt like this was a better non-stream than stream experience, but I started playing Wanderstop yesterday. Which I heard good things about it from people who said that it was, like, a good game for if you want to... It's kind of a metaphor about burnout and working too hard, you know? And I'm one of those people that needs to remember to take time for myself and not burn out. And if you want to, like, have experience like a meditation about how sometimes you need to relax and recover from difficult things. Alright, what, how do you... Okay, but if I did this... Can I move this line? Wait, I have to merge this layer down, though. So that my line was like one line. I'm like learning the tools in this that I've never used. Okay, so I have this selection. Can I just like... Can I move this line? Guess I can't. It doesn't matter. I have Liquify. I don't want Liquify. What's nice that Liquify is like just right here in the... There's a move selection on that menu? Okay. Crop, invert, expand, shrink, delete, cut, scale, rotate. And if I use scale, rotate, what does that do? Oh, there we go. There we go, I can just move it. Ah, I see artists do that shit all the time. I didn't know how to do it until just now. Okay. Fortunately, I know how to use software. We'll draw one of the green peppers. That's too large. Better. Draw this green pepper, it's cute. There we go. I'm starting to get a little better line quality. Now that I'm like warmed up, right? Yeah, so I was lucky enough to have a Super Nintendo. And the Super Nintendo very much formed my taste in video games, I think, more than any other console. Because I feel like I hold everything up to the standards of the Super Nintendo whenever I ask, is this game good or not? But I think one of the things that I struggle with is that some games are just too fucking large these days, and I don't have enough time to play them all the way through. So I was playing Wanderstop, and it's pretty, like, peaceful. You basically just, like, make tea for people. There's a little bit of a story to it, you know? We'll see if I end up liking it or not. It was an off-stream game for me. What about emulators earliest you picked up? Yeah, that's cool. Hey, no shade. If you have to emulate, emulate. It actually astonishes me that the GDQ, like, they're actually doing some of that shit on hardware because, like, they capture it so clear for the stream. Because I know, like, when I plug in my old-ass consoles, the capture looks like ass. So I gotta figure out how they capture stuff so pure and clear for their stream, because it's incredible. It looks really good. Like, if I plug in anything that doesn't have HDMI, it looks like crap. I need whatever their converter is that they're using in at GDQ to, like, get the NES to, like, not look like shit. Because I think I tried to stream, like, Silent Hill off my PlayStation, and it's hard to see, like, on the screen, so my cables just aren't right for whatever that I need to do with retro consoles. Because I have a bunch of retro consoles that I can't stream from because I don't know how to capture the data properly. It looks like shitty. I always think, like, I'm gonna stream these retro games, but I want to stream them from the hardware, and the hardware plugin is really bad. Your Sega Kid or Nintendo console. Used to, mostly GameCube. I think for me, one of the games that I played over and over again was Super Metroid. Which, you know, if you're gonna end up playing a game over and over again, that's like the one, right? Because there's so much in it, and you can learn to speedrun it, and play it a lot. I have never played Billy Hatcher. That is, like, totally new to me. I'm gonna have to see this game. But I do have an NES, and Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom was like a $10 bargain bin game that I just kind of actually fell in love with, even though it's a $10 bargain. It was a $10 bargain bin NES game. And I missed, that's another panel at MAGfest. There was like a History of Hudson Soft panel, which I'm gonna have to catch online because that's a Hudson Soft game. But I missed it. I think there was an overlap with something else I wanted to do during the Hudson Soft panel. Okay, see, that's some better line quality. I think I'm getting the hang of a little bit. Good night, how are you? How's it going? We're just drawing today. Just doing a little drawing. I didn't even see you were here. Have a good evening. You doing alright? You're gonna come to MAGfest with us next time? Paint, arms, and jank, yeah. Yeah, I'm a little spoiled because, like, a lot of the games that I'm citing are legitimately some of the best games made for, like... I think you have to play some janky games to just appreciate the good ones. But I play bad games a lot on this stream. In fact, that's kind of one of the things I do the most these days. I have a lot of bad games and I have a lot of good games. Sometimes it's like, okay, we're gonna take a break from Lita's suffering and we're gonna play something actually decent. Just so she's not suffering constantly. I've heard this song before. Yeah, Persona, that's it. I haven't played Persona 5. The only one I played is 4. I have all of them. Well, no, I lied. I played 4 and 1. You know why I played 1? Because I was briefly on a Persona RP. And I played one of the girls from that game. so I had to play the game. The game is really a slog. Trying to draw a pepper, that's all. I think my peppers are better than the... I think the peppers are better because they're like smooth texture. People should expose themselves to actually bad media. I think... So, I've told the story before on stream, but only because I played it on stream at one point. The first time I realized, I think, that games are made by people was playing Xenogears. Because Xenogears is a very strange gettable. Xenogears kind of just fucking falls apart after a bit, like near the end. Like the whole second disc is just a mess, right? And like it's like mostly text. And I was like, that was the first time it clicked for me, like, oh, something went wrong in the process of developing this. Right? Like I like Xenogears. It's quite nostalgic for me. But like it was the first time I went, oh, something screwed up in like the way this was developed because they ran out of budget or something. And it was the first time that I ever like, or I remember like formulating that thought like for the first time, and I hadn't really thought about it until then. Like I hadn't really thought about like, oh yeah, everybody who makes this is just people, right? Like they're going through it. You like Persona 3 more than 5? I have 3. I actually own every single Persona game, including 2. And I swear to God, I forgot that I owned Persona 2. And I was packing to move into this house and going through like all my games. And my Persona 2 is mint in box. And it was just sitting on the top of my PlayStation shit. It's like, when do I own this? When did I buy this? And I've never played it. I know I own 3 as well. So I want to play the version of 3 where you play as a girl though. But that's only like the portable version, right? I don't own that version. I might have to play as a guy. I'm gonna play girl Sona. Hey, that looks pretty good actually. What do you think? That's pretty good little pepper, right? This pepper has a little divot in the middle, that's why it's like that. It needs a little bit more texture, maybe, but it's not bad. Give me like a little... Good pepper, yeah. I think the peppers are truly where I'm excelling here, I think. The drawing the peppers is like working out for me. Bit of a twist. Yeah, well it does, because it's got a little... And then it needs like a little highlight, like the actual picture that I'm looking at is like this, and then it's like this. Not quite that, sure. And then there's a little... The right pepper? Yeah, that one turned out really good. That one turned out really good. I like that one on the right. The lime is a little harder. I think peppers are my calling. Try to give this a little texture, maybe. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Clip Studio is not too hard to get used to. Working out okay. I think there's like a... right across the middle here. Like a little texture. A little... I'm nervous about drawing this line. Like, I want that to be fatter. That. Like, it's not quite that bright. There we go. Darker. That's coming out. You should design VTuber, but instead of anime girls, they're just drawing peppers. Yeah. Just drawing hot peppers. Well, you could have a hot pepper VTuber, right? Is anybody... Kevin Spicy, when are you debuting as a VTuber? We'll draw your VTuber as a hot pepper. This is just because I have a picture of hot peppers that I'm drawing. Alright, what else is in my... I don't want to draw the angry plant. Or a lamp. This is such a good picture. This is just ice cream that I made. This is gelato that I made, but the scoop is just so... I love how the scoop turned out. Like a real... People make VTubers for their Blorbos? Do they? I'll make a Gemini Man VTuber. Would love to do that. I've seen like VTubers like make their VTuber cosplays. I actually have two designs for this VTuber. The other one's my teacher outfit, which I only use when I'm doing like teaching stuff on the channel. I'm trying to think of which one of these pictures I want to draw. Maybe I'll draw one of the lamps. The dragonfly is cool, but it's kind of hard to see. Spider lamp is the best. We'll draw one of these. These are Tiffany lamps. I'm gonna draw the Tiffany lamp. The lime isn't good, but the peppers are good. So I'm gonna say that my pepper art is on point. Move to the new file. How do I draw a straight line? Gemini is gonna love him. How do I draw a straight line? Is it just like in Photoshop? Can I click and click to draw a straight line? You can also use rulers? No, I don't want to just draw it freehand. I want to do the little, like... Oh, yep, you can. Yes, that's nice. That's what I like. Yeah, the click, shift, click. That's how I do it in Photoshop when I'm trying to draw stuff with straight line. I draw stuff in Photoshop all the time, but it's always out of desperation. This is actually better than the Photoshop straight line, though. You can see what you're about to get was not guessing. I could even do a little transformy-warmy to this. Is it control? There we go. Control. To stretch it down a little bit more. I definitely am glad y'all suggested I switch to this program because it's not so bad once you get used to it, huh? And I think the shape tool's probably easier to use too, right? Let's see the shape tools. Do I have shape tools? Of course I do. Don't be ridiculous. This is literally me just like learning this program because I haven't used it in, I would say, at least 10 years. Yeah, there's the ruler. Okay, I see it. So how do I draw an ellipsis? I can just do this, right? We're drawing a lamp, so I just need to draw an ellipsis. I just do that. And then I could just fill that with the color of a lamp, which is still green. I have a lot of green stuff in my still lifes. Wait, hang on. Let's do a layer. Be above it like that. Yeah, something like that. And then you're kind of Something like that. And this is white. I love to just create new layers. Yeah, that's what I want, like a lamp. Of course, now I have to resize everything because I'm running out of space, but... That worked. Sort of. It's not exactly the right shape, but it's close. I'm gonna put some background color so it's not... Ooh, that changed the character of that quite a bit. In the picture, it's like there's brown on the bottom. Oh, let's do a gradient just because that's something I haven't done yet. Ooh, cool. This is on like a platform. I don't know why I'm using so much color. I guess I just like color. I probably should just be trying to draw things versus like trying to color things. Oh well, I think the point is you just draw whatever you feel like drawing. You're trying to learn to draw. I like to use colors. What can I say? Maybe if I end up like doing anatomy or something, I'll be a little more particular, but like it's on like a pedestal like this. That's not quite right. Well, that doesn't look anything like the picture. That doesn't look anything like it. It's okay though, because I have a liquefy tool built into this app where I could easily just move everything around and make it look more like... Alright, merge down. I'll merge all these down. I'm still losing where that is, okay. The whole lamp, okay. Don't mind the fact that I keep having to, like, stop and look at what I'm doing, because... There we go, it's more like that shape. More like that. Of course I fucked up my thing in the background, but that's okay, I don't care. I'll redo it. Yeah, that's right! And then it has this... It's not that thick. Fun. Gosh, I haven't done a drawing stream in like at least, what, a year? I didn't do any last year, I don't think. Am I gonna do the patterns? Yeah, I'm trying to. There's patterns on the lamp, so I'm thinking it's gonna need like the leaves, like... It's got like this, and then it's got like this. Well, it's not quite there. It's like a bamboo. So it's like that. And it's like that. So on there, it's like this. That's what it looks like. Oh, this is Undertale. I was thinking, wait, what is this? I actually didn't hear that much Undertale this weekend, but I might have just not been in the right spot. I don't know, so that it's over so much. I think it's just that Deltarune is, like, bigger than Undertale right now, because it's the new hotness. And I haven't played Deltarune at all. Yeah, Death by Glamour. I have the official music book for Undertale for the piano, but it's like it's like hard. Really like Undertale. I'm waiting on Deltarune until it's over. Though I don't know. I might not be able to hold out forever. I might pick it up like one more chapter. Hey, actually, this is not bad. This is actually fine. This little drawing is fine. Deltarune's getting more attention because it's newer. Yeah. And I don't recognize the Deltarune song because I haven't played it. I'm trying to hold out till it's done. And play it all at once so I don't forget how it goes. Because I played the first chapter when the first chapter came out. And I was like, that's fun, can't wait for the rest. And then it took forever for the rest to come out. So I was like, well, I don't want to play it and then forget what happened in the previous chapters. I won't stream Deltarune because I think the fandom wants something of me that I cannot give them, which is like they want me to know every detail about everything. And I don't, and I can't. I don't have enough space in my head for all of that right now. It's hard to stream, yeah. Especially since I'm the kind of gamer that prefers to make evil choices in games. Not necessarily Undertale, because like people ask, like, you didn't do... I don't like calling the run genocide. I like calling it No Mercy because I think that's more evocative. And like, you didn't do the genocide run. No, because you have to know that that's a thing, and I didn't. I played the game without spoilers on an airplane, so I just played it kind of like my usual way, which meant I got a quote-unquote neutral ending because I just kind of played it like a normal RPG. And then I got like the true pacifist ending the second time I played, so like that's a decent... And I was like, alright, I feel like I don't really want to do the No Mercy run because it looks very hard. And it looks really challenging. But one of these days I'll stream that because I think it's safe to stream that because I'm already spoiled for it and I know what I'm getting into. So it would just be like a challenge run to see if I could pull it off. Versus like anything that I was like emotionally invested in. It would just be more for the difficulty of like playing that difficult boss fights, the beating sands and stuff. Right, I played it blind on an airplane. Which I think was like ideal because there was no way anybody could spoil it for me, plus there was a kid next to me the whole time. Which was just great! It was delightful! Because every once in a while the kid would look over and ask a question. And I was like, that's magic. That's fun. Just like some stranger's kid was next to me. I wasn't weird about it. They were just like, oh, who's that? I don't know, I'm playing this video game, kid. You want to watch? Sure. So I thought that it was a really, really good experience. But a very different experience from how most people would experience it for the first time. Most of the streams I do are blind. I don't typically... I try to play games I haven't played before so people can see my like real reaction to seeing things for the first time. But every once in a while I'll go back to a game that I've beaten like as an old favorite. Like I was really happy that I got to stream Outer Wilds because that's one of those games that like you have to go in blind. But I think with Undertale, it's not that it's tough to go in blind. It's that if you do go in blind, people are going to spoiler it for you in chat like almost immediately. Because they'll be mad you're playing it wrong or something. They'll be like, oh, you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. They'll like backseat you like horribly. Every time I've seen somebody play Undertale blind, they basically just end up letting chat play it for them because chat gets so picky. People just want you to play it the correct way, the objectively correct way. They don't want you to go in blind and make mistakes. I didn't see chat at all. Yeah, you'd have to completely ignore chat. Yeah, that's the only way you could do it. You could just not look at chat. Like, chat would get frustrated and pissed off at you. and you just have to let it happen. I don't really know where this is going, but I'm having fun doing it. The mods are replacing chat. That's good. That's the way it should be, in my opinion. But I know that people are just enthusiastic. People are just excited to see their Blorbos, and they're excited to see their favorite game, and they want somebody to have the right, correct, good experience that they had, or that they want them to have. They want them to feel all the feels exactly correctly, and I don't know. It's better. It's easier with some games than others. Let's put it that way. Undertale's one of those games where it's hard to do. But like, if I watch somebody play Outer Wilds, which is like, once you've played it, you're gonna want to watch other people play it because it's the only way you can like have the experience again of seeing somebody solving the puzzles of Outer Wilds. And I just yell at the screen like I'm watching a horror movie as opposed to typing in chat. I'm like your mom watching a horror movie. I'm like, don't go in there. That's how I am. I like screaming at the screen. That way I'm not screaming. That way I'm not screaming like at the person in chat because that would be mean. But I'm still like screaming. You know what I mean? I'm just like, don't do that! You're gonna get crushed! No, don't land there! Yeah. Need to watch Gavis Battles Outer Wilds. God, this is... Why am I doing this, like, scribbly bullshit? I'm trying to get away from doing this scribbly bullshit, guys. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to draw good and not scribbly. Scribbly thing is bad. Draw good. Straight line down. Yes, how much nicer that is. I don't watch FF14 Sprouts do MSQ, but without a doubt, one of the few people that get zealous about talking about. I hate the wink wink nudge stuff, yeah. Are people that just post, like, cheeky little spoiler icons in your chat? I'm not gonna say! Okay, well, you just ruined it. Yeah. It's a good thing I've already played every video game and nothing could ever be a surprise to me. Just kidding. I feel that way sometimes, though. I gotta play Danganronpa. Not bad. Looks kind of good. Yeah, I started playing it like... I played like the first chapter of it on stream, and I was like, this is way more fiddly than I thought it was going to be. It's what I call the WarioWare stuff in Danganronpa. I didn't realize it was so fiddly. And so I thought maybe I'll return to this someday, but I never did. But you know what game I have that I picked up is that the newest one from that creator, because I really like Uchikoshi. I really like the Zero Escape series, which is the 100th line. But I don't know that it's a good stream game because apparently it's eternal. It takes fucking forever to finish the 100th line. So, you know, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. Essay, let's play? Yes, that was legendary. Good times. That was when that was like what convinced them to localize, right? Was that LP? Because people were so into it. I feel like that's how this is shaded, but it doesn't look good in the drawing compared to how it looks in the photo. Maybe it's because this is like a thicker... More like that. And then it... The angle here is more round. That. Damn, that was epic times. It was weird PSP Japan, only thing that exploded, yeah. I think that's right. I think that's right. I should have used the circle tool for the lasso. Eh, that's fine. It's fine. Just trying to draw shapes, right? The lasso won't teach me how to draw the same way that trying to draw with the actual tool will teach. It kind of goes like this. Oh, that's too orange. It's more white. More like that. It's... yeah. I think that game companies, like, historically kind of become convinced that there's, like, no crossover market for their weird cultural thing until they find out that people like it just the way it is. I don't know, I have a lot of feelings about Mega Man, because going to MAGfest and seeing just how much this fandom turns up and how little we've been serviced by Capcom over the past, right? Like how little we've been given love, and how much love we would give in return if only the love was given to us. We watched the Game Awards. You can see the clip of me and Pat were both watching it. We're both part of Mega Man fandom, and just like, oh my god, they're doing a Mega Man game. Oh, okay. It's just kind of the same as all the old retro. Like, it's not like hype, really. I don't know how else to say it. And I think that there's a huge disconnect between what the Western fans of Mega Man, like the people that I beat at MAGfest, like what the Western fans of it feel and experience as part of that fandom IP property versus what Capcom thinks it is or wants to do with it. But I get that they don't know what the Western fandom looks like, but it's kind of a shame. Like, I wish I could just tell them. Like, have you guys seen, like, how much we mark out for this shit? Like, we'll be there for you if you want to put, like, your whole fucking ass into a Mega Man game. We're gonna be there for you, you know? As opposed to these, like, kind of dinky ones that it feels like the new one is kind of dinky. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it could be hype, but I feel like if they did something different with the license and made it, like, more epic, people would be... Yeah. They need to make another Mega Man X game. We were all sitting at the con talking about this, and, like, if you were to have the license and you were to make something with it, I mean, we would do, like, another command mission, like, another really heavily story-based, like, turn-based, tactical kind of thing that leaned into the story and setting more versus just, like, another platformer. Not that there's anything wrong with platformers, but, like, that's only one thing you could do with this license. You could do a lot more with it. And there's so much story that just hasn't really been tapped or talked about. Every time we say I would never begin to make study for it. Yeah, it's definitely something that I would be curious to, like, do, like, study academically, like, but I also don't know where to study, where to start. Because it's definitely true that, like, you know, the stereotype is that the Western fans want, like, a more gritty, dark story, and then the Japanese fans like things are a little bit cuter. But that's not necessarily true of all fandoms, but I think that the, like, of Nintendo games, it's kind of true. Because when you see this, the way that the people treat the Proto Men, for example, that's pretty gritty. It's very different from the aesthetic of, like, other Mega Man titles. That doesn't necessarily mean that they want everything to be like that. Another example was Metroid, too. Metroid is just a lot more popular in the West, I think. But that was when Nintendo was like, okay, I guess we'll let an American studio try to make Metroid games, because apparently Americans like Metroid. Right? So maybe, like, Capcom should be like, okay, I guess we'll let an American studio make a Mega Man game. You know, the worst that could happen is it's not very good, but we've made a lot of not very good games. Why not? DMC is a fascinating case study, yes. So, I got into DMC... Well, I played the original when it came out, but then, like, I kind of got into it, like, more later from 5. And going back and playing 4 after 5 was about to come out, so that I was caught up on the story, because I didn't play 4 when it came out. I played 4, like, after they announced 5, so I was like, oh, I missed that they made a fourth one, basically. Yeah, Dispatch is a good example, yeah. You play as Alia. Why not? That's a great example. It bugs me, and other people, that Capcom went ahead and greenlit that fucking Netflix show, where I feel like it was so... I'm gonna say the word disrespectful, in the sense that, like, what I was talking about when you adapt a property, like, I feel like you should adapt it from a place of love, and I don't think that it was adapted from a place of love. I feel like it was adapted from a place of, like, I think I can fix this story and make it better, as opposed to love. I don't feel love in that adaptation. But, and this is something that Pat Ware and I have talked about before because of like DMC. DMC, weirdly enough, just because of the big rescue that 5 did to it, like, as a property, probably the better written Capcom stories at this point, because they actually kind of cleaned up the continuity, and there are not that many games to, like, fuck up the continuity with, because the thing about Mega Man is, like, there's so many fucking games, right? So, like, there's not as many games to, like, fuck up the continuity. This is not at all the right color. What color is that, though? It's more like this. No, it's more chocolatey. That's better. It's more like that. Yeah, that's closer, actually. And then this is, like, a darker... Castlevania was good until it wasn't. But now we know that, like, it wasn't Adi Shankar that did good writing for that. It was all Warren Ellis, I guess. This is so abstract, but I'm kind of digging it. It's fun. They haven't got, like, a real classic or X anime at all. They should just let me write the X anime. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna call them Capcom. I'll write the Mega Man X anime, babe. I couldn't do worse than your DMC anime. And here's the thing, okay? Even though I'm shitting on it because it's bad, and I have the right to, that brought a lot of people into the franchise. Yeah, it's a lamp, right? It's a lamp. Make them draw on a lamp. I'm gonna try to draw from still lifes that I have. I've got it. Image isn't quite, the angle isn't quite right, but that's what I'm trying to draw. Kind of a, you know, it's a lamp. I'm drawing still lifes because I don't know how to draw shapes. I'm just drawing shapes today. Learning how to use the program. It was like a real fun lamp. Well, it's a Tiffany, you know. You know, a lot of the Tiffany lamps were actually designed by a female artisan. A woman designed a lot of these Tiffany lamps. Even though Tiffany got all the credit. They have Sigma OVA, the Bush. Yeah, they are. Netflix should let me write the Mega Man X anime. And they should just let me do that. They should just give it to me. And you know, we can invite some other folks that are big fans as well. You know, we can get Patware in there. I know Patware would go for it for sure. He and I joke all the time. They should just give us a franchise. Honestly, I'll take any franchise. Give me a franchise. I will knock that shit out of the park. But then nobody's gonna just walk up to me and be like, Lita, I'm gonna hand you the keys to a franchise because you're so smart and good at fanfic that you should just be able to write whatever franchise you want. Yeah. Marching into Capcom's offices and be like, listen, you guys aren't doing anything with Mega Man X, just let me make an anime. Let me make an anime for Netflix and Mega Man X. Let me do it. What could possibly go wrong, as Bubsy the Bobcat would say. Nothing. You aren't doing nothing with it. Give it to me. Make a fun anime. Not a fun. It wouldn't be a fun anime. It'll be dark. Maybe just a little yaoi. I can have a little yaoi as a treat, right? You would kick Kabedon to the CEO, yeah. Call him up. How mad would people be though if imagine how mad the internet would be. I want you guys to take on a little mind journey. Little mind journey, okay? A woman gets the Mega Man X franchise and does a Netflix anime. And what do? They lean into the X-Zero romance angle a little bit, maybe. Imagine how mad the internet would be if you did that. Think about it. They'll be pretty mad. Maybe my shape wasn't quite right. It was like a little too open on the bottom. I can't believe some girl showed up and made it gay. It's a little gay. Yeah, the thing is that it's a little bit gay is the thing. Yeah, that's true! Heated rivalry, that's true. That has blown up. That has blown up. I didn't remember it as, like, being as gay as it was. We went to that Mega Man X6 panel and rewatched some of those scenes, and I was like, man, I don't know if I had the same lens when I saw this the first time I saw it, but now that I'm seeing this, like on a big screen like this, those two should kiss, actually, I think. I think that would be a good thing. Yeah, let them kiss. Heated Rivalry is a show about hockey players. It's the gay hockey show. And it apparently has really blown up. Women love the gay hockey players show. They're rivals. They're rivals. It's a little bit gay. Yeah, exactly. I'm saying. Just a little bit. How mad would that make people? That would make them so mad, I think. People would be confused. Yeah, exactly. But if they're like, oh, they're giving this to a woman and she's gonna make it gay, we're like, listen, man, it was already gay. It was already gay. I'm just showing you what you know in your heart. I think the internet would be really mad if I did that. To be mad. How dare you? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a hockey show. It's like a show about hockey. The rivalry is heated because it's a heated rivalry. Oh yeah, well, Gundam. Yeah, Gundam. I do think they would just be mad. They would just be, I can't believe you did the exact thing that's already in the text. And you correctly pointed it out, but it's already like that. With Cowboys. That's what I'm saying! Do you guys want, like, I mean, are you guys allergic to money? Like, do you hate money? Think about it. Give the Fujos a little bone here. You've got a Fujo-friendly franchise all lined up, ready to go. It's all built in, the tragedy, the drama, the friends, their enemies. I think it's beautiful. I think you should do it. X4 is trying to make Zero straight, which is paradoxically a little gay. Yeah, well, I don't think you set aside the Iris relationship. Obviously, you need that. You need to have that. That story is important. You gotta have what am I fighting for? You gotta have that. But yeah, I do think that it's a little bit gay, and that they should just go ahead and let it be a little bit gay. And then they should let me write it, and then they should put it on Netflix. And that will make them a more $1 billion. It's got so much going for it, you know? The tragedy of one guy maybe having the destiny to kill the other guy, but he doesn't want to. And Gundam, the Mega Man Studios got a lot from Gundam, decided to make a boys club instead of Fujo friendly. Yeah. They should make some more stuff for Fujo. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. It's kind of good. I like how abstract it kind of is, even though I was trying to draw well, but you know, I kind of like how scribbly abstract. You'd have X taking Zero saber. He doesn't take the saber, he takes the buster.
Join me and together we can end this destructive conflict and rule the galaxy as
Thank you for the sub,
boy
Goodwin!
and son.
I'm drawing some still lifes today because I'm trying to get used to Clip Studio Paint, and I'm trying to get used to my my brush and tablet again. Oh, an X6? Yeah, an X6. No, at the end of 5 you take the saber, but you don't take the saber in 1. In 1 you get the gun. You get his gun. Koss just didn't remember. Koss is failing the fandom right now. No, you take the gun. But only if you don't get it in Flame Mammoth stage. If you get in Flame Mammoth stage, you just get it there. In 3, yeah, but not in 1. Believe me, I know from 1, because 1 is the one that I'm speedrunning. So I have that one memorized backwards, upside down, and forwards. I forgot this was a gradient. I see. That's why it's looking funky like that. Okay, I can fix it. It's not like there wasn't Fuji stuff. Well, one of the things that I've talked about before on this stream, and there's clips of this, because I was also in the Ninja Turtles fandom for a time when I was younger. Where I kind of fell into Transformers Mega Man stuff more. And fandom, the engine of fandom in terms of like fanfic and cosplay and a lot of the things that we tend to associate with fandom, generally it's women who drive that. Generally it's women who drive that kind of stuff. The fanfic is generally written by women. And that's not true of all fanfic. Everywhere, obviously, men do write fanfic, but a lot of times they post it on YouTube and call it a fan theory instead. They're like, this is my fan theory, and I'm like, you just wrote fanfic. How it should have ended. That's fanfic, buddy. You wrote fanfic. But that's the male way of saying you're not writing fanfic, but you're writing fanfic. Again, Gundam is so funny. The way X4 was all guys is boneless Zeta. I like the idea that it's boneless. That's very funny. The reason I'm drawing all these weird shapes is because in the picture there's like another case behind it, and I don't want to draw the whole case, but I kind of want to sort of hint at it a little bit so that the space isn't empty. I think the colors all kind of inform what's going on here. Yeah, and I think fanfic largely is driven by female fans, not completely 100%, but largely it is. And people tend to, you know, malign fanfic and be like, it's all porn and shipping, but like, no, a lot of times it's a lot of drama and story, and people just want to expand on the lives of the characters that they love. They want to talk more about their blorbos, you know? And maybe there's like a little smooching, you know, if you're into that. Remember X's Mermaid Girlfriend? Yeah, man. That's a manga thing. Red look for your MAGfest? Oh, I know. It was so... I missed you. It was wonderful. What did you do at MAGfest? Tell me all about your MAGfest. I gave my MAGfest recap earlier in the stream, but the VOD will live. I'm now just trying to draw... I'm trying to draw a lamp. I'm pretty much just, like, learning how to use Clip Studio Paint, and I'm not good at drawing, actually. My problem is that I like colors too much. I really should just, like, draw without trying to do all this shading and colors shit, but I'm having fun with it, so who cares? Fun is all that matters right now, and I'm trying to get used to the software. Yeah, it was terrific. I had a really, really good time. I saw a lot of good bands. I'm using the liquify tool for no... Oh, this is the dropper. That's interesting. Whee! Oh, you showed her indie game! Did it go well? Oh, thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys came to the panel. I think that I guess I'm like talking about like all the RPs and roleplay in communities and stuff I've been in. I feel better. I feel better about it. I don't know, better about it was the right word. I feel like it's more important now to be open about that and open-minded about that. Now that I realize how many people are using ChatGPT and other AI, open source AI engines to basically roleplay, because I feel like that is a step backward from what I think we should be doing as a society. I think we should be making friends. Could you post a link? You should be able to post a link now, I think. I think I've, for a while that was locked down, but you should be able to post a link. Hey, if you're still actively, like, in an RP, same, girl, or boy, or non-binary friend. I'm just saying girl in a general sort of way. Yes, we did talk about that. Ultimately, like, what you choose to do in communities is totally up to you, you know? Like, whatever you feel, you know, whatever you feel a pull toward. Click on that now. Big OC tournament? Hang on, I'm gonna click on that, but I don't want to accidentally pop it on the screen if it's gonna be on the screen. Okay, it didn't. Spirit of Zero X Week. Here's sometimes a fan rambling and stuff. Given their robots, they can have feelings, so of course they can get married, love us. Oh, that's so cute, actually. Hang on, I'll put that on the screen. I'll switch back to my other stream so you can see it. In my art of my photo of the Spirit of X0 Week, here's how a fan asked if Earthlings get married and stuff. Captain responded, even though they're robots, they do have feelings, and of course they can get married. And then they just went ahead and went there, huh? They just went ahead and went there. Oh. I mean, that's pretty definitive, huh? What is this? Who's Bowsette? That's not a song. Ooh, Hat in Time. Now we're really into the weeds of this playlist. Is this still the same playlist? I guess so. Oh yeah, we got through a pizza tower. Yeah, we're at like the bottom of this playlist. This playlist is wild. You got jealous. That's so funny. This is why Iris wanted to kill all humans. She just wanted to live in a world. She just wanted to live in a world with only Reploids. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong? She wanted to live in a world with only Reploids. And honestly, good for her. It's so funny. It's so funny. I'm so... For so many years, being like, robots are based. I love robots. Robots are the greatest. And then they invented this AI shit, and I'm like, kill all robots. Fuck them. Never mind. I was wrong about robots. Robots in the real world don't deserve rights. They don't have feelings. But if they invented a type of robot that did have feelings, I would be kind to it. They just haven't done that yet, and we all have to understand that they haven't done that yet. Iris Reploid supremacist on her deathbed. Yeah, she was. She's like, yeah, I just wanted to kill all humans. I always think of Bender. I just came to this planet with a simple dream. A dream of killing all humans. And this is how it must end. I'm trying to an ink situation here. Let's do a little ink. Or not, because I'm not in the right layer. Love that. So learning some folks don't have empathy for it. Well, it's different. It's different. A robot, a computer can't make a decision. A computer can never be spiteful or horny. Therefore, a computer must never make an artistic decision. What is it? Is that on the... Oh, I see what I did. I see what I did. I see what I did. Idiot. Stupid. I guess I'll just have to merge down. Because I drew on the wrong layer! No! A computer... I don't... That's a meme I saw. A computer can never be spiteful or horny, therefore a computer can never make an artistic decision. And I was like, that's so fucking real. We all have to work from our spite and horny places, or else we can't actually make artistic decisions. This drawing is not coming from either of those places. This is me just practicing to. This is not necessarily spite or horniness, but it will be when I finally draw my wife Murzenski. It's a very spiteful game. A lot of my stuff is done from spite. I mean, just the fact that people RP with a computer gives me a spite boner. Shrek was made out of pure spite, exactly. Spite is a powerful force. Draw a lamp now so you can draw a wife later. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, well, that wasn't what I meant to do. That was a gigantic blob. Did not realize how big of a blob that was. Lamp wife? I mean, I've seen people draw some crazy... I saw a drawing on Twitter where somebody made a toilet wife. It was like a date everything type character, only she was just a toilet and she had pee for hair. There has to be a combination of love and spite. Yeah, I love lamp. Yeah, it was a lamp. I saw this in the museum. I don't know. It's a drawing of a lamp. Of indignation of love for someone wrong, yeah. Prove that you can do what somebody told you couldn't do. Become ungovernable. Well, I started writing a book, and that was 100% out of spite. And I will finish it this year. It's one of my goals to finish the book that I started writing. And the only reason I started writing it is because I read a book that I didn't like and it made me mad. And so I was like, I'm going to write a book and it's going to come from both spite and horniness because I didn't like this book, but also I didn't think it was horny enough. Those are two very powerful motivators. I think I might take a break. I think I might be tired. About 11:30. My voice also is not in great shape. I don't know if you noticed. That is one of the reasons I decided not to do a karaoke stream this week. Coming back from MAGfest where I was screaming and making a lot of noise. I don't think my voice is in the best condition, considering. I don't have con cred though. I don't have con cred. I just have a little bit of a frog in my throat. So I just noticed this is a Clip Studio folder here. I'm gonna move this onto my screen real quick. You can get like a 3D model of a waifu. How does that work? And then I could just like trace the 3D model of the waifu. Did I do that? Boobies. Boobas. That seems pretty useful. Maybe I'll grab that at some point and trace some boobas. Yeah, I don't want to push myself too hard. Because I know that I'm gonna get tired. Yeah, it's very useful. I mean, there's so many uses that I could use for it. Oh my god, you're raiding! Hey! I was gonna quit soon, but I know people raiding that. People raiding. I'm gonna raid out. Hey guys, what's going on? How's it going? Hey, we're doing a collab in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, shout out. Oh, are you doing Dispatch still? What chapter are you on Dispatch? You knew that I was gonna quit soon? I'm doodling. I'm drawing today. This is my first art stream in a year. I drew a lamp. You knew that I was gonna quit soon? Well, I'll sit in chat for a second though. We went over my what if they quit soon paranoia was accurate? Hey guys! I'm gonna switch to my other screen real quick. Let me just close up a couple windows here. Because we're almost at the end. What chapter are you on? Oh yeah, you're at the very end then. You're close to the end, yeah. I'm gonna go back to my my watch along thing. I'm trying to find the window that I was in. I just got back from MAGfest, which is my favorite con. So I was showing some of those photos from my favorite con. So if you guys missed it, I will show the photos again just because you guys just rated in. And then we'll head out after that. But hey guys, I'm Countess Lita. Aegis is a great streamer who streams health stuff, and I'm really excited because we're going to be doing a blood drive to support people who need blood donations, which I can't do. I can't do blood drive, but but I can share that it's important for people like me that you do the blood drive, which is more important actually if you think about it. Yeah, this is my I have my photos of MAGfest where I just went. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing a little, VeinTuber. We want to encourage people, if you can, donate blood. This month, this is National Blood Donation Month, is it not? Is that the reason we chose this month to do it? So in a couple weeks, we're gonna be doing like a stream dedicated to that. We're gonna talk a little bit about blood disorders, which is kind of my thing, and we're gonna talk a little bit about, how to donate, when to donate, all that stuff. Yeah, so, whew. It's important. It's an important thing to do if you can, and if you have the ability, then by all means, like, help people out. Do what you can to help people out. This is a MAGfest. This was their official. This was their unofficial logo. This is the official logo, the Mega Man X style. They do a different game theme every year. So this year was Mega Man X. I don't know what it'll be next year. I'm excited to see. They always choose something of like retro and fun. And then this is the other sign. When I first walked in, when you first walk in from the parking garage, you get this beautiful, beautiful piece of art. And there was like a lot of really good cosplay. So if you're a Mega Man fan, they're really good cosplayers. The sickos were there. Really important. Made Mint and Nimmy, if you're a VTuber fan. I kept, this is a blurry picture. I have a better picture of her. I probably just accidentally posted the blurry one. And Nier. And then they also had nightclub sets. You could go up to the dance hall. I want to get as many people as possible to go to this show. And every time I know that it's very hard to get, it sells out, it's tricky, but I've always convinced at least one new person to come with me, and it's never, ever, ever been a bad time. The music is really good. The community is really good. Everybody is super nice. And you get to see, they played Bayonetta. This is the Triforce Quartets. They did an entire suite called the Female Protagonist Suite. And they played a song from Bayonetta, they played Samus's theme, they played something Last of Us, which is a little bit of a stretch. But I guess the second game was. What else did they play in this? I like Samus's theme. Samus's theme is really good. Entirely because it was Mega Man themed? Yeah, well, that was like, I can't miss it because I'm so deeply involved in the Mega Man community, you know, through the stuff that we do. I kind of felt like I can't miss. But the Mega Man fandom, first of all, MAGfest is where it turns up, man. I see more Mega Man stuff there than any other con. But also, there's a lot of different branches of it, you know? There's a lot of different people that are part of this fandom that don't know each other, and like, I just want to connect with people who are passionate about Mega Man so that Capcom will give me the license to make an anime. Because they'll know that I'm serious about it. But joking aside, I want to meet people who are passionate about the things I'm passionate about and make new connections and make new friends, and like, this was the place, and there's 2B's, but this was the place to do it, and it's always the place to do it, and the amazing amount of people that were, and then those Gutsman's ass. This is my favorite cosplay. I just... so great. And kind of low-key comfy, right? Like, I mean, you're not wearing the whole armor, you're just wearing a kangaroo suit and then you have your butt hanging out. What a clever idea. What a clever meme to cosplay, honestly. It's so fucking funny to me. There's a Gutsman EXE as well. And that was really funny as well. That cosplay was really funny. And her cosplay was just good. Any cosplay where, like, also you got fucking swole to do it? Come on. Badass. So I want to do Blonde Blazer at MomoCon because I'm motivated to get swole again. I used to cosplay Rainbow Mika, and I was like in good shape when I did our Mika, but I've fallen off. So similar vibe with the blue leotard. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna Blonde Blazer. Yeah, I want to do Blonde Blazer. I didn't see any Blonde Blazers at this event, and I feel like that would be a good one to do because like it's not a very complicated outfit. It's mostly just about like trying to get in shape, you know. I don't have to paint myself red because this is badass, but like it would be a lot of work to paint yourself red. Like a chase? Oh shit, I didn't see him. Oh, that's so cute, dude. I would love to see that. Yeah, I think I want to do Blonde Blazer. But I just have to get back in shape. But that's okay because it's a brand new year, and as soon as I'm done making food. Hey, speaking of which, next stream on Thursday, cooking stream. I'm gonna do pierogies. We're using the Street Fighter cookbook. We're gonna be using the Street Fighter cookbook, and we're gonna be making some stuff from it. Hard time washing it off? I mean, I'm sure she washed it off. I'm the Homestuck cosplayer that emptied a bunch of Sharpies into a tub. That's an apocryphal cosplay story. Yeah, Thursday I'm gonna do some pierogies. I'm gonna make some pierogies. I'm gonna make a cocktail. And that's gonna be my stream. Yeah, you spray a sealant on it so it doesn't get everywhere. Yeah, you spray a sealant on it. I've done Cortana before, so semi. That was not naked. I was not naked. I wore a full jumpsuit and just painted my face and hands, but that's enough paint. It's enough paint. I did Cortana at MAGfest actually, now that I think about it. But I was in better shape. On any cosplay that I've done, I was in better shape. Except for like recently I haven't done any big ones because I'm not in the best shape. But if I can get back into shape, I'm gonna do Blonde Blazer at MomoCon. And then off Kai, I really want to do Oro Crony, but it's like that's a lot of outfit. I'll have to buy it off Temu and modify it to fit my butt, probably. Oh, I'll just do casual. I don't know. But tentatively, yes, MomoCon. I'm gonna definitely go to MomoCon. So that's the next con I'm going to. But this is the con. This is the most funnest con. This is the shrine to Danny DeVito, which every year they make a shrine to Danny DeVito. I don't know when that tradition started. I don't know if Danny DeVito is aware of the reverence that MAGfest community has for him. I hope he comes someday. Be nice. Everybody's just paying their respects to Danny DeVito, which is what we do here at MAGfest. We cheer him on. And that Proto Man. That was my food that I had. I had food. The Fall Guys were there. And this is a video of the Fall Guys here. If Estelle came this year, I don't see why not Danny DeVito. Yeah, what? Exactly. Exactly. Honestly, crazy, right? That whole Rebecca Sugar, the whole group being there, that was pretty cool. They had so many good guests this year, honestly. It was sick how many good guests they had this year. They always have at least like one pretty surprising guest. Like you're like, wow, really? They almost always have at least one like, whoa, kind of guest. Yeah, because like a lot of times they'll have the composers from different games too. Like they'll have the people who will compose, like even from Japan, because I was there the year that they brought the composer of Mega Man 2. And that was really, really special because that was the other year that they had a lot of Mega Man stuff. And that composer did not know, and this is what I'm talking about with Capcom and like the way they treat Mega Man fans. That composer did not know how popular his work was until he was there at the concert listening to people go crazy for it, right? Like, they really literally had no idea that it was so huge over here. And that people, like, all knew the music and were all dancing to it. And the rock bands were playing it. And, like, 8-Bit was there playing on piano as well. Like, it was such an incredible moment to be there with the composer and be like, I had no clue this was as big as it was. And I wish I could just, like, at least he finally got to know. Yeah, because he had no clue. He did not know that, like, that people were still listening to that music and they thought that it was wonderful. Actually, my big regret is they also had the composer of Gemini Man there the next year, and I didn't get my Gemini Man art signed. I didn't get to meet her, but I didn't get my Gemini art signed. If I couldn't, I didn't bring it because I'm dumb. Because I have a Gemini Man poster, or a Gemini Man art, because he's my boy. But they did have the composer of that song was there the following year, I think, the Mega Man 3 composers. Well, there's multiple Mega Man 3 composers, but it was specifically the one that did Gemini and a couple others. Yeah, my throat's starting to go. That's my Gemini Man fan art that I got the pedal. Shield Shellfish. Love him, my boy. And some good, really, really good cosplayers. Really, really good Mega Man cosplayers. So fucking awesome. I love this show so much. Alright, you were right about me wanting to go, though, because I gotta take a break with my own voice. I think so good. I know I'm in love. I'm obsessed. So on Thursday, we're gonna do some pierogies. Let's go back to my house. Down in my chair a little bit. If you haven't been to my place, I should have put a different picture in the background, but everyone has kind of an ass headcanon. Well, he's an ass. It's not a headcanon. Those characters have canon personalities. They're just kind of like one line. They're like kind of two-liners. Like they're not like super, super long. But yeah, no, he's an ass. It's fine. Plus there's mangas and stuff, right? I do know that like this stuff tends to drift, especially if there's like not a lot to go on in the original, in the original thing. Like people have their interpretations, they always kind of change. And that's beautiful. I don't want to ruin anybody's day. Except for Adi Shankar, I will fight him. Because he's just wrong, objectively. About many things. I'll punch him. I've done that rant. Go look that rant. Go look that rant up. That's a different video. There's another video. Let's raid out. Let's keep the love going. Thanks, Mr. Aegis' group, for coming by. I will see you all in a couple weeks if I don't see you before that, because we're going to be doing the collab. No streams this weekend. I'm taking a break to clean Christmas out of the house. That Christmas shit needs put away around here, and I need to rest a little bit. Oh, this is Undertale. that likes a good magnificent bastard type character. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's a TV tropes thing, but like a oh my god, Mogu is playing the bad Devil May Cry. I'm gonna raid Mogu. We're gonna raid the bad Devil May Cry. Yeah, Xanatos. Yes, exactly. Mustache. Oh, me too. Actually, this is even sadder. I'm a big Beast Wars fan, so we talked about that like a tiny bit at the panel. But one of the reasons I have the spider theme is because I'm a big Beast Wars fan and I love the spiders. So I like Black Arachnia and I also like Tarantulas. In fact, hang on. Let me move my desk. I'll move out of the way real quick. See him back there in my background. You see him? He's back there in the background, next to my game. At Tarantulas, at Grimlock, and big, and then my two girl crushes are my two girl crushes, Metroid, and Chun-Li. And then, if you know that character, you're cracked. That's Mindwipe who's a headmaster. But he's the vampire transformer, so that's why I have him back there. And also I have him on my shelf behind me in real life. I just have it. That's what it's behind me, actually, in real life as well. There's more transformers on the shelf than just his ones, but I have this one, that one, I have Grimlock. So basically when I talked to the artist about my room, I said, like, these are all the toys I have. Could you, like, incorporate some of them into the drawing? And she did my two girl crushes and then my transformers. Although the drinks I make him a big to the after Jeff who doesn't cake. Yes, exactly! Yeah, he was defeated by the power of horniness, and he's such a fucking idiot. What a stupid moron. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't I make a Black Widow? Those are sexy. You fool. you ass. Then she'll step on me and dump me for a himbo. God, I love Beast Wars so much. Beast Wars is a fucking amazing show. Big fan. But yeah, so I have Tarantulas in my background. Yeah, 100% of the time it works every time, but only once. Yeah, she wasn't that into him. I like Tarantulas because he's such an incompetent villain. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, he always wins because he has some kind of stupid third tier plan, but only because the writers keep being like, actually he had a backup the whole time for that plan, so he's fine now. And they kept writing him out of jams that he got himself into. Yeah, he's such a dirty pervert. I love a good pervert. I mean, I do. They kept writing these scenarios where, like, he had to do something stupid that didn't make any sense, but then they were like, no, it's okay. He's actually double smart, and he totally wrote himself around that, and he's a genius, actually. And it's fine. He had a backup. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, it felt like they were just kind of, like, fucking spitballing, but it's great. Like, it's so great. I have a signed poster. I love that character a lot, actually. Alright, guys, we're gonna read. But yeah, I want to see my Transformers, because yeah, big Transformers fan, big Mega Man fan. I want to raid Mogu because Mogu's playing the terrible Devil May Cry, and they were just talking about the anime, so we can continue to have that conversation in Mogu's chat with Mogu's great. Give some love to Dante. Which my opinion on this game is that they made some okay decisions, but it's just not a good Devil May Cry game, I guess. But it's fun to watch somebody suffer. So. Thanks, Pink. Good night, everybody.